What up? What up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm J. We are locked in. This is On the Clock, episode 6, a Power Book for Force. I did say we were going to start at 4 p.m., but the lady asked me, could I come in at 7:30 tomorrow morning? And I said, I got to do it. So I'll be up earlier than a mother. I woke up early this morning, drove to Frankfurt, drove back. I left the house about 6:30, got there about 8 where I needed to go. Picked up what I needed. I made it back home about 10 o'clock, went and got the haircut about 11, came back, watched the episode. I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking about just playing the episode while I was driving and just listening to it, but I was like, nah, I gotta be able to see it. So we do have 2 trivia questions for the night. Watched the episode, broke down the trailer, did the recap, got YouTube shorts up, went to a basketball game, watched my dog and them hoop. They got their ass whooped. I'm talking about they were getting beat so bad. The second game, I left before halftime. I couldn't even witness it. I got the hell up out of there. They were down like 48 to like 21 with 2 minutes left going into halftime. I said, there's no way they coming back. My homeboy texted me at the end of the game and said they lost by 35. I said, ooh. I'm glad I didn't stay for that. Made it home, had me a nice little dinner, laid down a little bit, had some strawberry lemonade, was eating the strawberries out of the glass. Like, ooh, I was living good. And then She texted me and said, "Can you come in tomorrow at 7:30?" I said, 7:30 on a Saturday? That means I gotta get up like at 6 o'clock, wash my hair and shit, head over there. But it is what it is. We here today and we on the clock. So we got at least 3 to 4 hours ahead of us. There wasn't a lot in this episode, but there was some details that we needed to pay attention to. And there were some predictions that I put out there that were actually correct. And it looks like Mireya is having the baby, guys. I know you guys kept telling me Tommy doesn't deserve a baby. Y'all kept telling me it wasn't Tommy's baby. And I kept telling y'all, why would you say something like that? Mireya is a wholesome woman. Mireya is loyal to the soil. Mireya would never mess around. Mireya, yes, she may entertain multiple guys, but she doesn't date multiple guys. Yes, she may entertain multiple guys, but she's not laying with multiple guys. And you all were telling me that Mireya was not pregnant. Y'all said, Mo, it might be the ex's baby. I said, why would she do that? Why would she do that? And you guys were saying, oh, she should have told Tommy she was pregnant. I was like, no, it's her body, her choice. She could tell Tommy when she wants to. And you guys were all on me, nagging me, throwing dirt on me. Someone even tried to gouge my eyes yesterday, saying, Mo, that Mireya is not pregnant. I said, guys, she's pregnant. Mireya wouldn't lie to us. That thing, the text 5 days early, and you guys were telling me, Mo, you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, guys, I'm just telling you what I saw. And then we found out that Mireya is round yon virgin, mother and child. Yeah, we having a little baby, a little Egan. And I was thinking we gonna name the baby Jamie. If it's a girl, we can name it Jamie. If it's a boy, we can name it Jamie. Jamie Egan. I like that. Well, it'll be Hammy because they don't pronounce J's in El Mexico. So it'll be Hammy. Hami. Yeah, there we go. Hami Egan. Hami. Ooh, I like that. Hami Egan. Hami Egan. Oh, and speaking of legacy, Power Book Legacy, well, it ain't a book. Power Legacy is Tariq's baby growing up and Tommy's baby growing up. They both got kids at the same time. The legacy is going to be the two kids. It's kind of going to be like Bebe's kids, but only in the Power universe. So they're going to use a little bit of AI, and the baby's going to be walking, and they're going to be selling drugs, like pulling drugs out the Pampers and stuff. Kind of like Tommy and them on Rugrats. So that's what legacy is going to be. It's going to be Tommy's little baby. Well, wait a minute. I don't think Tariq's baby made it. I don't think Tariq's baby made it. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But anyway, I told y'all Mireya was pregnant. Y'all kept telling me, y'all said, Mo, Mireya ain't pregnant. I said, why would y'all say that? Now, why would y'all say that? What up, Tony Sosa? What up, Kendall, DeMarcus? So there's two, I'm live streaming on two of them. The way StreamYard has it set up, there's one that's just vertical. If you don't like that one, that was just for your cell phone. If you don't like that one, you can go back to my lives. And the one that's on the top should be the regular one. But it's two of them. I just stream off of both. So if you want to watch it just directly on your phone, it'll format it like this. And then you got the regular one. So there's two lives that are up, but it's the same live. The market, thank you for the $5. Tiny Tommy is in the morning. Tiny Tommy is in the morning. No, Tiny Tommy is in the making in Mireya's womb. I don't. When you say in Zion's voice, I don't know who Zion is, and I don't know who Tiny Tommy is. We're naming the baby Hammy. Tommy Egan. That's what we're naming it. The baby is not Tommy Jr., Tiny Tommy. The baby's name is going to be Tommy Egan because they don't pronounce the J's. It's Tommy, just like my name is Julio. So the baby's name is going to be Tommy Egan. Tommy fucking Egan. Y'all said Diana had a miscarriage. What carriage did she put it in? She didn't put it in her. They put the baby in the wrong carriage. Like when she was leaving the hospital, they put the baby in the wrong carriage. What do you mean Diana had a miscarriage? Why didn't they just get the right carriage? So they mixed it. So y'all telling me they mixed Diana's baby up with somebody? So who got Diana's baby then? If it's a miscarriage, they put it in the wrong carriage. So would they bring home a little white baby? See, that's one thing about the Power Universe. They don't never get nothing right. How they mix the babies up? What episode was it that they had a mixed carriage? Where they mixed the babies up?
I knew you was gonna let that nigga hit. Tariq, we raised you better than that, Diana. I knew you was gonna let that nigga hit. Tariq, we raised you better than that, Diana.
See, I didn't know nothing about it. That must have been the director's cut. But anyway, we're going to get back to Forrest. Mireya is pregnant. We found that out. I mean, I kind of was hinting at that, but y'all wasn't going for it.
In the case of 5-month-old Jemiah, Julius, you are not the father.
We did have, from my calculations, we did have 3 deaths this episode. 3 Albanians and 1 lost his teeth. Technically 4, but we're not going to count the bodyguard for Madame Wu. She want to fuck with the Wu. We're not going to count that body because we don't know when that body. Well, if they're just now disposing of that body, how long ago did D-Mac rob the gambling spot? And so there's a couple of things before we jump into this. I'm Mode IJ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. This is On the Clock, where we talk about the episode from each character's perspective and we break down their storyline. Now, we do point out some of the things that we may not know what actually went on, and we try to discover what it was, Ripley's Believe It or Not. But also, we have to take a step back and look at this and ask these questions. 1, how long ago did D-Mac see? Now I'm about to go back to episode 1 and I'm about to count how many days there are. This episode was, we had the first day, Tommy came in, Tommy had to leave, went through the daytime, went over there, we met up on the bridge. Today's episode was only 1 day. Today's episode was only 1 day. So how long ago did D-Mac rob the spot? Because I got some questions. If D-Mac robbed the gambling spot, so 2 days ago, it took them 2 days to finally cut up the security guard and throw his body in acid. So it took 2 days for that. But Bolo is with Madame Wu, but he was using the brick of fentanyl in the gambling spot. So he was gambling her dope against her own money. Make that make sense. So her security guard was working her gambling spot, but Bolo, who works up under Madame Wu, was using a brick of fentanyl on her gambling tables. It's not making sense. I was wondering, I was like, wait a minute. Bolo is the one that got robbed. It was her gambling spot. So why is he using bricks that he's getting from her to gamble against her? How does that work when he owes money on that brick of fentanyl to her? So I was like, what? This ain't making sense. How are you gambling the dope that you get from Madame Wu against Madame Wu? He was betting the house. The house is Madame Wu. So you're using her money and betting against her? But you're still alive and got robbed, but the security guard got to die, but you're using the bricks that you're supposed to put in the street to make money off of for Madame Wu against her because you ain't got no cash? And did I even mention that Tommy has $2 million, $2,025,000 in just 3 episodes? Tommy had $2 million just laying around, cash the fuck up, and we're still in the dope game? While Diamond and Jenard are over here fishing for fentanyl because Tommy ain't putting the gang on? While Tommy ain't putting no work in, Tommy's killing Claudia, but he got all the guns because it's coalition business, but he got $2 million to give out, $500,000 to give to his bum-ass brother-in-law who is a goddamn complete fucking bum. This has to be the worst group of drug dealers we've seen in the Power universe. Every single drug dealer in Power Book 4 Force is a fucking bum. How does Miguel not have $500 fucking dollars? How is Miguel not even reeing up from Che, but has the nerve to compete with Tommy? How is Che even having Miguel around because he knows that Miguel ain't read up in so fucking long? Talking about, we'll keep the normal shipment. No, nigga, you owe $500,000. You couldn't even get a new shipment because you ain't got the first goddamn reconsignment to $500,000. Now, this nigga done got locked up. You ain't got the money. It's a drought. You done borrowed money from the white man. That's how they always get us. When we down and out, we got to go get a goddamn payday loan. You go down there and you to get an advance on your $1,200 check, and then you end up paying back $2,800 with the motherfucking interest because you late, because you couldn't afford that $1,200 that you took out on that advancement anyway, because your check wasn't going to be $1,200. It was going to be $974 because you didn't work one of them days because you decided to take off and smoke a little bit of weed and hang out with Jenard. So now you done paid back double on that motherfucking loan. Now, Tommy, you done gave him the leverage of $500,000, and then you risked your life for the white boy. Tommy done came in here and fucked the whole family up. This drug dealing motherfucker is living in poverty, but got $2 million to just throw around the motherfucking city. Can't take care of his goddamn baby mama. Gave his brother $500,000. Now he's beefing with Diamond and them because they selling fucking fentanyl. We don't even know what Tommy's doing during the daytime. He killed Claudia. Now the feds are coming. He's talking about, I got a mayor in my pocket. No, you don't. She ain't a fucking mayor, nigga. We don't have no leverage in the city. We are overdrawn, overdrafted. We are late. Tommy Egan is fucking the show up. You remove Tommy, niggas is moving a little bit differently. You remove Tommy, Shanti and Jenard ain't beefing with each other. You remove Tommy, Jenard and Diamond, they ain't having issues with each other. You remove Tommy, motherfucking my nigga Smurf wouldn't be getting his ass whooped in the episode. You remove Tommy, my nigga D-Mac, I hope he wore a rubber. My nigga D-Mac wouldn't be out here struggling. We don't even know where JP at. Tommy got $2 million, gave $500,000 to Miguel, while this nigga JP is living in the worst house that we've ever seen. This is worse than where Tariq was sipping codeine with Kane in that. This is terrible. This is terrible. This is worse than the house that Marvin and them had where Kanan was over there supposed to be learning the game from my one-eyed nigga Scrap. But this nigga Tommy is running around the city with $2 million, and he just happens to be everywhere in the goddamn city. He popped up on the bridge. He's over here hanging out with Miguel. These niggas is going to fancy restaurants. Tommy's doing everything that a regular nigga would do, but he got millions and millions of dollars just sitting, just collecting dust. The rats are eating Tommy's money. He got so much money. Wait a minute. No, it's not, because Tommy doesn't have his money stashed off in a goddamn stash spot in the back of a bodega like Raquel did. Tommy has legitimate money in a motherfucking bank account called Pageant Inc., where he can just write you a fucking check whenever he wants to, go to the bank with his ID that says he's a dead man and cash that motherfucking cashier's check in, go over to you, text you throughout the day, hang out, talk on the phone while the fans are listening and tell the fans, Claudia, you shouldn't say this, run around the city and do everything a criminal isn't supposed to do. I'm thinking now that Tommy is some kind of special agent. This whole time, Tommy was the one setting James up. Tommy is really cleaning the streets. Tommy is the feds. There's no explanation for this. Tommy is doing shit that only James Bond could do. James Bond could go in the middle of a goddamn hideout with all villains in an all-white suit, and everybody else is in there in black, and everyone's just looking at him like, hey, what's this dude doing in this white suit? He's like, my name is Bond, James Bond. Okay, what's up, Bond? You all right? You want to drink? He drink and he get the girls. Then he kills everybody and he leaves. How is this possible? Tommy is dead. Tommy is just going to the bank, getting cashier's checks, withdrawing $1 million here, $500,000 here, got cash to give here, $25,000 here, recording personal videos. Tommy Egan has to be a fucking fed. There's no way Tommy is moving like this through the United States of America. Fuck Chicago. This nigga that went from New York to Chicago I'm glad he didn't go out to California, because I was living out in California when they were recording Force. And if I had came across Tommy, I had to slap the hell out of him. But Tommy Egan, this piece of shit is ruining everyone's lives. Everyone is going down because of Tommy Egan. Now they got Miguel, $500,000 in debt to Tommy. Needs his insulin, but now he got to run from the purple flower. He got to run from the purple flower because Tommy decided to sleep with Mireya, knowing that he's in the middle of the biggest beef that he ever had. But I'm starting to think Tommy got more money than Che. Tommy got more money than Che. Tommy just throwing money. Tommy don't give a fuck. 3 episodes, $2 million. We never seen James St. Patrick move that much money. James St. Patrick didn't even have that much equity in Club Truth. James St. Patrick was just living life. You know, James was probably had like an M, maybe 2. But he didn't just have money he was throwing around like that. We'll see James with like a 20-piece here, 30-piece here, maybe a 50, maybe $100K when it's reading up 250. But we didn't see him just bringing duffel bags of $500,000. I'm Modi J, and ain't no one gonna tell y'all this shit. So I'm gonna tell y'all this shit. I'm sorry, but I think Tommy is the feds. I think that Tommy is the feds. They said, we're going to take the guns. We're going to take the guns and give the guns to CBI. What Tommy do? Tommy come in, gather up all the guns. Nah, we're going to give them to Asher. We're going to give the guns to Asher for what? It's 50 guns, Tommy. Let's get Asher 20 guns and we keep 30. We don't even need all the guns. Let's just keep 20 guns. Let's keep 15 guns. How about everybody come in and pick one gun that they want? You know, like the little kids. All right, y'all come in, get one piece of candy. It's just like Halloween. Come in, y'all get one piece of candy. Hey, come on. Come on, Bones. I said one. You get one gun. Everybody come in here and get one gun. Why we gotta give all the guns to Asher and them? We know that them niggas is gonna die before the end of the season. Why we gotta give all the guns to them, Tommy? And we giving them 3 bricks? Nigga, we did that work. This ain't coalition shit. This CBI shit. Tommy talking about this the coalition business. Then why you ain't giving the coalition $500,000? You giving that shit to Miguel. When you went and gave that money, them bricks to goddamn the Surge, why you ain't come and give the coalition none? When you went over there and gave the Albanians the motherfucking clubs, the bars, why you ain't come over here and get the coalition nothing? CBI, all they got is that janky ass goddamn barbershop with no motherfucking customers. And that little bitty ass safe. They better get a bigger one because my nigga Jenard got to connect in Chinatown for the fentanyl. But it's coalition business, but this nigga Tommy ain't hooking nobody up. Everybody's eating except for the coalition. All we know about the coalition is that niggas is dropping. We seen what them niggas was that was sitting outside the campfire living just enough for the city I'm living. Who were them niggas? They got popped. Coalition niggas dead. No one in the coalition is eating except for Tommy. And Tommy is taking the food from the coalition and giving it to all the outside. Asher, the Serbs, the Albanians. He ain't helping the coalition out. The coalition is starving. We a little parched right now, Tommy. When you gonna help us out, Tommy? We eating. We eating ourselves. We beefing. We beefing with ourselves. The coalition is so hungry, they had to take the yardies out to survive. They had to go behind Tommy's back to get that work from Che because Tommy ain't letting nobody eat. Tommy's counting the money and keeping the money. Remember when Diamond came downstairs and Tommy said, man, I'm counting the money like we're supposed to. No, Tommy, see, you can't count the money. Someone else got to count the money because the money coming up a little funny nowadays. We used to have to count it, but now we got to weigh it. But everything's coming like a half a pound off, 2.5 pounds off, Tommy. We usually weigh it up by 30-pound bags, but these bags are coming in at 28.5, Tommy. Where's that quarter M at? Huh? Where the rest of the money at, Tommy? Because you seem to have a lot of money just laying around, and all we getting is these little $5,000 stacks. Diamond handing out these little bitty stacks. What am I gonna do with that, Tommy? Pay the light bill? Put some gas in the car? While you riding around the city in a custom Mustang, giving Miguel, our op, who you told us to watch out for, you gave this motherfucker $500,000 while we over here struggling, Tommy. Your own nephew, Tommy, is out here robbing. You talking about you need to put some work in for CBI. Get that nigga $100,000. You gave Miguel. You gave a nigga that ain't your blood $500,000. You can't even give JP 10,000. You can't even help Kate Egan out. When this nigga JP daddy was in the hospital and that nigga was trying to keep the bar open, his dad was dying, you wouldn't get this nigga no motherfucking money to help out with the medical expenses. This nigga daddy dead. We don't even know where JP dead. I think he dead. If he dead, RIP. But that blood is on Tommy's hand. You talk about D-Mac, I don't want you in the game, D-Mac. Oh, come on, You letting this nigga just rip and run the streets, breaking niggas' house, put guns in the refrigerator, and you give this nigga Miguel $500,000 to bail his bum ass friend out of prison or jail? Tommy is a fucking asshole, man. We're not standing for this, Tommy. You're going to jail this season, buddy. Yeah, buddy. We're bringing you down. If I gotta work with Stacy Marks, then we're gonna bring you down. We're gonna fucking bring you down. And I hate to be the guy to do it, but damn it, someone's got to do it because everyone else has been laughing. They've been laughing since 2014. Oh, we love Tommy. Tommy gonna come to the cookout. I said, not my cookout. Because Tommy the type of motherfucker that show up to the cookout, he don't put in no money. But then he'll go around the corner, count out $10,000. Like, what's Tommy doing? I got to bounce up out of here. I'm going to give me a to-go plate. Hey, Tommy, you going to put in? Everybody put in $50. You going to put in? Oh, man, you know I ain't got it. What you mean you ain't got it? Miguel got 500,000. Stacy Marks got 1.5. Hell, the motherfucking art student got $25,000. She threatened me and gave me 25,000. Everybody getting money except for us, Tommy. Our ribs are showing, Tommy. We hungry, Tommy. I tossed and turned in my sleep at night. One night I went to sleep. I woke up because I thought it was a fucking lion in my room. Only to look down, it was my goddamn stomach growling. Tommy, we hungry. We trying to survive, Tommy. We trying to find a way in this world, Tommy. We about to go get a brick of that fentanyl, Tommy. We had to go behind your back to get that work from Jay, Tommy, because you ain't helping. We thirsty. Water. Help. Water. But Tommy don't give a fuck about nobody but Tommy. This whole time we've been worried about Junkie J. We've been worried about if Diamond's going to be loyal. Is Shanti going to hold it down? Fuck Tommy Egan. Tommy Egan ain't did nothing for the hood. Every single person of color that isn't a white person, I'm going to just say Caucasian because the Serbs are white, but they're Serbian. And then you got the Albanians. But no one is well, see, Tommy kind of helps out the fairer skinned people. Tommy helped them out. He gave the Albanians some pubs so they could still generate some money. He gave the Serbs some free dope so they can come and work with him. He gave Asher and them guns and bricks. What did he give CBI? What did he give DSD? What did he give the coalition? Not a motherfucking thing. All Tommy told them was, you're going to buy your dope from me. And Tommy overpricing the dope. Tommy getting them for, I'm going to be honest with y'all, this is between y'all and me. Tommy getting them for 21 a key. And he's selling it to him for 28. Tommy's getting these bricks 21 a key. That's wholesale. He's selling them for 28. Talking about, yo, I'm going to give you the best prices. Tommy ain't giving them the best prices. Tommy taxing their ass. And that's why I said Tommy can't be counting the money either, man, because the money a little funny. It ain't coming out how it's supposed to. Now, I know we supposed to be on the clock, but someone had to tell y'all this because y'all just watching this and just laughing. Oh, God damn it. Tommy Egan did it again. Not me. Not me. I can't let this slide. You know, my blood, it just boils every single day. You know, in the middle of the night, I wake up in hot sweats. What did Tommy do with that money? Where did Tommy get that $2 million from? Goddamn Tommy Egan. He won't help his own family. Tommy fucking Egan. Now we know why Walter and them hated Tommy. Y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We about to get on the clock. All right. That's just Sorry, guys. That was just me watching the episode. And I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just too passionate. Maybe I should give Power a break, man. You know, maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe I'm not doing. These are questions I ask myself every single night. Mo, are you really trying to drive the point that Tommy Egan's a piece of shit? Mo, are the people really listening to you? Mo, do the people understand that Tommy ain't who he says he is? We don't even know if his real name is Tommy. Who names their kid Tommy? Tommy sounds like a conniving son of a... And Kate was that bitch. But there's something about Tommy. It just isn't sitting right for us, guys. I know you guys get that same feeling when you watch the episode and you hear dum 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 and the stars goes off. Previously on Force, and you're like, "What the fuck did Tommy do last week?" And then you see it, and then you realize we about to get into some more bullshit by Tommy Egan. You know, there's really no escaping Tommy Egan. You really can't do anything. And then Tommy did. What do you guys think was the most disrespectful thing that Tommy did this episode? What was the most disrespectful thing before we get on the clock? What was the most disrespectful thing that Tommy did? And I got to point out a couple of things, and I'll give you the trivia questions also. But what was the most disrespectful thing that Tommy did in today's episode? I want you guys to think about that. Nah, blowing smoke in somebody's face, that Javon, that's easy work. Remember what Young Jock said? Blow the cushion in their face. Yeah, that's nothing. Gave the Serbs the guns. Nah, that's nothing. Telling Vic he smashed Claudia. Nah, that's nothing. Nah, that's nothing. There was something way more disrespectful than all of that. Let me go find it for y'all. Blowing the smoke in somebody's face, that's easy stuff. That's easy. You know, that's easy stuff. If you been out and about at a bar or something, people done blowing smoke in your face and you ain't did a damn thing. When you out and about and you walking behind somebody and they smoking cigarettes and the smoke going in your face, you ain't go slap them. That ain't disrespectful. That's just life, man. That's just life. That's just life. When you get behind a car and exhaust is coming into your vents because you got the vents open, you know what I mean? You bring it in that fresh air. You ain't crashing out or nothing. Nah, that ain't a disrespectful. I'm gonna show y'all the most disrespectful thing. Nah, it ain't the money. It ain't the money because if throwing $500,000 at me is disrespectful, y'all put. Hey, matter of fact, let me go ahead and put that right now. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Give me 1 second. They saying throwing 500,000 is disrespectful. If hey, is it lagging? Because it's kind of freezing. Is it lagging? Put a 1 in the chat if it's clear. Is it lagging or we good? I probably should have restarted. Let me see. A little choppy. Okay. I just making sure. The reason I wanted to make sure that this was clear. If throwing $500,000, sending money to my Cash App, I want y'all to disrespect me tonight. I want y'all to be as disrespectful as possible. We're gonna start the Cash App out at $100. I want y'all to be disrespectful. Like $100 in the Cash App is just like kind of disrespectful. If you really want to get disrespectful, let's go to $3.99. I want y'all to be as disrespectful as possible tonight. They said throwing $500,000 is disrespectful. Let's disrespect Mo tonight, then. Let's disrespect Mo tonight. My baby walking. I got to get him some shoes. You know what I mean? Be disrespectful tonight. Yeah, I'm still in Germany. But nope, throwing the money ain't disrespectful. Because you see, he picked that money up. He picked the money up. But the most disrespectful thing that happened tonight was you ever let a nigga walk in your house and sit down on the back of your couch and put his Timbs on your motherfucking couch and you don't do nothing? You can throw money at me all day. I don't give a damn. You can smoke all you want and blow that smoke in the air all you want. But a nigga ain't gonna put his feet on my motherfucking couch. That's one thing you not gonna do, Tommy. Hey, yeah, you the boss man or whatever, but nigga, you not bad. Nigga, this is my shit. I don't go to your raggedy ass firehouse and put my goddamn feet, take a shit in your bathroom and not flush and walk up out of there. You not about to put them big ass, busted ass Timbs on my motherfucking couch, Tommy fucking Egan. I don't care how cool we are or how much in debt I am to you. You gonna stand up, nigga. As a matter of fact, take them big heavy motherfuckers off, nigga. This Chicago. We don't wear that shit around here, nigga. This the Midwest. We don't do that Tim shit. Take that shit back to New York, nigga. Get that shit off my mother. Nigga, I just had Ray laid up on that thing. And you came in here with these dirty ass. Who you think you are? Came in there talking about what you know about Claudia. Like, nigga, I don't know shit, nigga. I was trying to get some loving. You didn't get up out of here, nigga. Yeah, get the fuck up out of here. Thank you for the $10, DeMarcus. Manny Fresh was on the motorcycle and eliminated the Yardies. Manny Fresh introduced Diamond and Jenard to Madam Wu. Why didn't Manny Fresh introduce Shanti to Madam Wu? Well, at that point, remember, Manny Fresh didn't tell Manny Fresh didn't tell Shanti about the fentanyl because Shanti was bringing Manny Fresh in to work for her with the dope, with the cocaine. So why she wouldn't tell Shanti that because she wasn't giving Shanti no work. Remember, she was getting work from Shanti. Shanti was bringing her in to work and say, "Hey, we're going to be getting this dope." You know what I mean? So it was receiving from Shanti. I don't know why she plugged Jenard in. I would have just told Jenard, "You can buy the bricks from me." You know what I mean? That's what I would have done if Manny Fresh was a businesswoman. Where you get them bricks from? Oh, what you want some? All right, how many you need? You know what I'm saying? I can start you off with this one and just charge 5,000, 10,000 more than what I got it for, and then start telling him, yeah, you can get that shit from me. And then you can start reeing up, and you could be that middleman. Never tell nobody who your connect is. That's how we know Manny Fresh weak as hell. Manny Fresh is out here giving up the plug after she was just beefing with this nigga Jenard. Like, that was stupid to me. I'm like, why would you tell this nigga where your plug is? You just sell this, you just front this nigga the dope. Oh, you want them bricks? All right, we're gonna do it for 30. Cause you can step on them. And you can step on them. Stepping on means mixing it with something else. But it's so pure and deadly that you really actually need to step on it several times. But even if you were to step on it, let's say you got one brick, you can step on it enough to probably make 5 to 6 bricks, maybe even stretch it to 8 bricks. Because that fentanyl is crazy. They say you only need like the tip of a needle. I mean, not a needle, but a pin to kill a couple thousand people. So yeah, that fentanyl, you could definitely stretch that way more than you could that cocaine. And I told y'all yesterday that fentanyl worth more on the street. All right, we get ready to get on the clock. We got to see how we're gonna make this make sense. Oh yeah, so the trivia questions today are. Let me write these up for y'all. Today's trivia questions are. I only have 2. What part of the city has the best pubs? Question number 1 is, what part of the city has the best pub? And the second trivia is, what time is good to go? So question 1, what part of the city has the best pub? And the second one is, what time is good to go? So I'll let y'all think on that. Let's go ahead and figure this out. We have 40 minutes already. So we're going to figure it out. Who we going to start with this week? We did have 3 deaths. The Albanians, we got 3 of them, and we did lose some teeth. I'll let y'all think of that. That puts us at 40 bodies total in 6 episodes. Oh, that's the wrong thing anyway. Damn, it's almost that time in real life. How much are they? I don't know how much they. I haven't looked into how much people's salaries are for this. I don't think they even disclosed it, but I assume she's probably getting probably about 40, 50 a show. All right, so we got the 3 bodies with the Albanians. Vic knocked those off. How many did we say? We said Vic was going to have 2 bodies. Well, we already got 3 from Vic just in that one scene. So we good on Vic. Vic is good to go. Alberto. Man, Alberto don't get no story on his own. Alberto ain't that nice to get a story on his own. Alberto he ain't even did nothing to get he don't get no topic by himself. He gets wrapped up in probably the Tommy story. I'm trying to think. All right, this week we didn't really have Diamond and Jenard. They were together the whole time. They made the deal with Madam Wu. He met up. Well, the Madam Wu thing is him talking to Shanti. Diamond with Tommy. D-Mac by himself, besides getting tech. Yeah, this was a short episode as far as scenes that characters have. Tommy and Mireya, Stacy Marks. Yeah, this is a short episode. Fuck it, we'll figure it out. Yeah, Ortega was only in the show for one scene, and that's when he was talking to Miguel, and then he sent the flowers. So that ain't nothing to talk. I got to group that in. I can't do a storyline just off of Tommy tonight or you die next. Like, man, we don't give a fuck about that shit. Unless we do a Tommy story. We can do a Miguel. We can do the Miguel Mireya story. Because there's really no stories. There's Stacy Marks, Tommy, Stacy Marks, Diamond and Jenard. Vic is with Stacy and Tommy, and then Mireya is with Tommy. So damn, it is short. All right, this is what we're gonna do. I guess we'll finish with Tommy. If we go backwards, we go Tommy. No. We could do. See, I don't know, man. It's gonna be hard to connect that shit unless we do Vic to Stacy, Stacy to Tommy, Tommy to Diamond. Damn. D-Mac doesn't have a story this week. All D-Mac did was sit with the girl, talk about school, get a text from Tommy, and then get some cutty. D-Mac didn't have a story this week. You see what I'm saying? When you really think about this episode, it was really short. I mean, it was the normal length, but D-Mac, we seen D-Mac 3 times. At the house, Tommy texted him, and he went to the house, and then he came back, and the girl came back. That was it for D-Mac. With Diamond, we seen Diamond with Tommy, Diamond with Jenard to talk about the plan. They go sell the dope, meet up with Che, and then whoop on fucking, what's the name? Smurf. Then Mireya is at the house, goes to the doctor. Well, no, that was last week. No, that was this week. Goes to the doctor, leaves the phone, comes back, gives the damn insulin to Miguel, and then tells them to squash the beef in the dinner. Damn. Nah, man, we can't have no more kids, man. We can't have no more kids. Fuck it. We'll do the Miguel story. We'll do Miguel and Ortega. We'll make something out of it. We'll make something out of it. All right. We'll do Miguel, Mireya, Ortega. That will lead us to Tommy. From Tommy, we'll go. Tommy will go to Vic, Vic to Stacy, and then we'll finish off with Diamond and Jenard's story. All right, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Fuck it, we gotta get started. We already see y'all already got us at 50 minutes. All right, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. This is on the clock. We're gonna start off with our boy Miguel. Miguel. Now we found out that Miguel is a broke individual. Now, being broke isn't that bad of a thing. Well, Bobby DeFranco, we'll put Bobby DeFranco's story with Che's story. I mean, not with Che. Bobby DeFranco with Stacy Marks. Yeah, and that way it overlap. All right. First up, we got Miguel. All right. Man, y'all forget Miguel got diabetes, man. You got to take a chill on him. Miguel has diabetes. And the first time we see him is at this inconspicuous meetup. Now, we got a Volvo. We got a Tahoe. It looks like we got a Buick. We got a Mustang. And we got an Escalade. So we got all vehicles that are American made, except for, I think this is a Volkswagen. I can't be for sure. But the rest of this is American made. Everybody done pulled up to the meet. It's the time. Che is sitting here in a suit. Everyone else pulled up in some casual, business casual. Miguel showed up with this empty ass bag here. Now, at this moment, we don't know that Miguel is broke, but if you look at the bag that Miguel brought and you look at the duffel bags that they brought, there's a little bit of a difference here. You know, when you go in there, you picking up like fruit and stuff, you trying to put fruit in bags, potatoes, you looking at it, okay, this potato is bigger than this one, let me put this in, but then you put it on the scale and you weigh it like, ooh, that's gonna be a little bit too much. Take that potato out, get a couple of onions in there, get a red onion too. Get an onion, you put them in the bag, you weighing them. Well, you gotta kind of carry Tommy in them bags. Tight. Look at Miguel. Miguel got his hands in his pockets. He's like, yeah, this is easy work. This is easy work. So Miguel shows up. And what we really know is Miguel is supposed to be that guy. I know this is his perspective, but we never really do Miguel's perspective because we really don't give a damn. But he shows up and his boy got these dusty ass shoes on. He shouldn't have wore these whites when he knew we was coming. See, look at Diamonds. His shit clean. But Cruz, he knew he was gonna get locked up. But they show up with this little bitty bag right here. This is an over the night bag. This isn't I'm gonna travel somewhere for the weekend. This is good enough for one pair of shoes, a pair of pants, your drawers, and your toiletries. And you just gotta wear your shirt again because there wasn't enough space to put your shirt in there. They show up. Tommy and them are here looking for that re-up. Even Diamond has showed up with that re-up. So everyone's re-ing up, but they want double. If you had 10, that means 20. If you have 40, that means 90. Wait a minute, my math is off. That's 45 equals 90. If you got 40, that means you want 80. Well, he showed up with 10, looking for 10. He didn't want anything more than what he typically got. This is one of those moments. This is one of those moments where you're looking around like, damn, I was not prepared for this. You showing up, you looking at all your classmates and they got everything, and then you got your one thing. I'm trying to show y'all a moment so we can get an understanding of what's going on here. But you know it's bad when you've been around for the longest and you ain't got nothing to show for it. All you coming is the regular re-up. Diamond then came over here. Diamond got that work, so Miguel is over here like pendejos. Fucking Tommy Egan thinks that money can fix everything, eh? Cruz is like, damn, man. I might need to go get with the coalition. The coalition, from the outside looking in, the coalition looks like everybody's eating. Cruz is looking like, how is Tommy's right-hand man buying dope? I've been Miguel's right-hand man, and I've never been able to cop from Che. Miguel's over there looking like this fucking nigga and fucking Tommy Egan. They're getting all the goddamn dope. Now, Tommy starts clowning them, and it ain't nothing worse than getting clowned. Che's like, yeah, when it comes to my pesos, I want my pesos. Okay, I don't care. Mucho dinero, muchos gracias. Y'all want the extra grande bricos. Yeah, El Brico. Hey, El Brico grande. Grande brico. Bring them through. Cocaina. Coco. Yeah? See? Ah, Gashes, my friend. Gashes. Yeah. They nada. Ah. So Che's over here looking like, damn, they getting money over here. Look at Miguel. I know a hater when I see one, because this the same face I be making. When I be hating, I hate. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a hater. When I hate, I just hate. I just blatantly hate. You just looking like, what Mo doing over there? Man, look like that nigga hating for sure. I'm hating. That's what Miguel's looking like. He's like, these fuckers think. Then Miguel had the nerve to say, they think money fixes everything. What are we in the dope game for? Not to network. We in the dope game to make money. So Miguel's losing it, but maybe he just hadn't had his shot yet. So at this point, Miguel's just like, fuck, dude. Oh, that's a Maserati. I thought this was a Buick. My bad. But Miguel, he hurting because he ain't got no money, man. He couldn't re-up. I just want the regular thing. I just want the regular money, man. That's all I want. I don't even want, I don't even want to do all that extra stuff. You know what I mean? So right after this, Miguel, he hurries home. He calls up his sister. But before he goes home, after leaving the meet, guess who's there? That's right. Whoop, whoop. They done pull Cruz. Cruz had the bag. Miguel had his hands in his pocket. So Cruz had the bag and he put it in the back of his shit. Bobby DeFranco pulled him over. Like, hey, what's going on, Cruz? Hola, hombre. He's like, what's going on, officer? He said, what you know about them bodies that are dropping, man? What about the Marquez cartel? You know, they were dropping stuff off in the Insane Princess territory. Cruz is sticking to the G code. He talking about, I don't know. Paul over here talking about, you getting smart? Huh? You getting smart? I'm like, no, I ain't getting smart, sir. I didn't say anything, actually. I was just sitting here. You know, he asked me a question. I told him I didn't know. So Cruz like, I mean, I don't know nothing, man. You know, it's crazy out here, man. A lot of people say some shit, but I don't know. Well, Paul seems to want to take things in his own hands. So he break the tail light. Now, once you have a broken tail light, that is suspicion, and you can go ahead and do a little search. So what they do, they pull Cruz up out the car. They get him about the car. I'm like, damn, not my nigga Cruz, man. Not my nigga Cruz. See, the sad thing is, Cruz didn't deserve this. So they get Cruz about the car and they pull a search on him. And what they find, man, a brick of that pure. A brick of that pure. I'm like, oh man, nah, man, they planted that there. They put that there. So they end up locking him up. While they lock him up, Miguel is at the house, barely surviving. Mireya is helping him out. Mireya's helping him out, giving him his shot. He's sitting there. Thanks, Mireya. I definitely needed that. Now she's talking about, I gotta get ready to go to work. He's saying, what's wrong? You acting different. She said, oh, nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong. He's like, nah, something ain't right. She's like, nothing, Miguel. I'm going to work. He said, Mireya, something is wrong with you. You never acted like this before. You're feeling a little funny. I know when something's wrong with my sister. Oh, Miguel, you think you know everything. You think you're smarter than everyone. I didn't say that, Mireya. I just said you're acting different. Is Tommy doing something to you? Is there something wrong? No, Miguel, I'm just tired. I got to go work 3 12s back to back. I don't feel like it. You don't understand how it feels to have a real job. Oh, don't you even pull that on me. You know I'm out here hustling every day trying to make mom proud. Madre isn't going to be any happier if I just stop doing what I'm doing. Oh, you think you're better than everyone because you sell cocaine? Now, Mireya, you know I love you. I don't even want to argue with you. But damn it, tell me what's wrong. I told you, Miguel, nothing. Nothing is wrong. I'm going to work. So she's getting ready to go to work. And then, bring. Hello? Yeah, Miguel. Who the fuck is this? This is Cruz. Why the fuck are you calling me Cruz? Don't you got them bricks on you? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hefe, don't talk on this phone. I'm locked up, eh? What do you mean you're locked up? Nigga, I got busted, nigga. The bail is $5 million. $5 million? Who you think you kidnapped? Chelsea Clinton? He said, $5 million. He said, yeah, man. He's like, fuck. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Mireya's like, what? What's wrong? What happened? He said, goddamn Cruz, they locked him up, man. Cruz? Who was Cruz? You know, my buddy with the tattoo above his eye. What? They locked him up? What they lock him up for? Drugs, Mireya, drugs. So he's like, it's fucking $5 million. I got to come up with $500,000. They got to go to LaBelle's bondman. They got to go to LaBelle's bondman. They got to get $500,000. Then we find out that Miguel is broke. Miguel said, $500,000. I ain't got $500,000. They said $1 million for every single brick. They read up with 5 bricks. Tommy and them were out there getting double the Ola. So they were getting 20 bricks, 10 for Tommy, 10 for Diamond. This fool was only over here getting 5, not double, like not getting 10. He just 5. Whatever I bought last time, just read me up. Now he found out he got to get $500,000 to get Cruz out. Let me tell y'all something. If my homeboy ever calls me, Mo. Hello, who's this? Smash the who? Oh, shit, what's up, fam? Hey, Mo, I really need you. I'm like, what's up, bro? I'm in a jam. Damn, your baby mama tripping again? She always, what she did? Flatten your tires? Where you at? I'll come pick you up. Nah, bro, I need a big one. Whoa, hey, yo, balls on that. What you talking about? Man, I'm locked up. Oh, shit, damn, man. What they done got you for? Man, they talking about some drug charges. Oh, damn, that shit crazy. When they talking about letting you out? Man, it's Friday. I ain't gonna see a judge till Monday. Damn, oh, fuck. Damn, that's crazy, man. It's about to be a crazy-ass weekend. I'm on a live right now, though. Yeah, I know, man. You know, they watching you inside of here. Hey, well, tell them to hit that subscribe button. Now I'm fucking with you. What you need, though? Man, they talking about bond's gonna be $5 million. Mo? Mo, you there? Hello? Mo? Mo? Mo, you there? Mo? Hey, hold on, man. This is disconnecting. Hey, guard, the phone lines ain't connected. The phone lines are like lagging out a little bit. Hold on, let me read out. You have a collect call from the county jail. Yeah, what's up, bro? Oh shit, Mo. I thought I lost connection. Yeah, I was telling you that my bond was $5 million. Mo? Mo. Hey, get off that phone, Playboy. I ain't no Diddy was in here. Mo. Mo. Julius. God damn, nigga. I gotta sit in this motherfucker for a while. Shit. I'm gonna have to do something about this. I'm gonna have to do something about this. I don't know why they called me. I ain't got $500,000. I ain't putting up no property or nothing, nigga. You just wanted to figure that one out, brother. I ain't got no 500. I'm like Miguel right now. Miguel talking about, fuck, I ain't got it. I'm broke and I owe. The worst thing you can hear as a grown man is I owe. I owe. Oh, I owe, and I can't give 500,000 to get him out. They locked him up, and we found out that Miguel is broke as hell. No, I ain't got no 500. Now, if it was like 5,000, I could front 5,000. I think the most money I would front for somebody like a fan. Well, if it's a family member, I could probably go 20. I probably do 50, but hopefully they ain't in nothing that they need 50. But yeah, I can do like 5,000-10,000 to get somebody out. But man, after that, it's kind of like, man, I could put like $500 up or something. Your family can cover the other 9,500. But I'm be honest with you, like my brother, my parents, or my sister or my brothers, yeah, I'll do like 50, or I'll put up something for like 100,000. But one of my homeboys, hey man, at this point, man, if you still getting locked up like that, unless I just know you were innocent into some fugazi shit, but if they locked you up for some bricks, nigga, I'm not getting involved in that. You knew you can't put up no house. I gotta live. So Miguel leaves from here and he goes straight to Ortega. Now, when he gets to Ortega, I don't know why Ortega is sitting like this. Put a hump in your back and shake your rump. Miguel gets over here and he's like, all right, look, Tommy is going to dinner with me tonight. When he comes out of there, we can set him up and boom, bop, boom, bop, bam, lay him down. Ortega says, good. Tell me the location. Tommy's going to die tonight. But let me tell you a story. You know my Uncle Louise? He's R.I.P. But my father and my grandfather, they used to tell me this story. And when things would get ugly, or if things didn't go their way, there was this beautiful flower, one of the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen. The smell, immaculate. I'm talking about it lifts you off your feet, kind of like a cartoon character when he smells pie and he just starts floating, like Pepe Le Pew when he smells the perfume of a nice little pussycat walking by. But if you double cross me, I send you that flower, and that flower, even though it looks beautiful, it will put you to sleep. The long sleep.
Some of them going to sleep from God.
And if Tommy doesn't die tonight, then I will be sending you that flower. And you, Miguel, will be
some of them going to sleep from God.
Going to sleep for good. So right now, I would have said, what do you mean going to sleep? Like going to sleep today and waking up tomorrow? Or like I have slept for 24 hours one time. That was a long time ago. I slept for like a whole 24. What do you mean going to sleep for good? Like going to sleep and like go to sleep today and wake up tomorrow, take a little 30-minute nap. What do you mean going to sleep? Now he looks at the guard and the guard walks off. I'm like, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that they're going to chase you down with a flower, or they're going to just send you a flower and then you touch the flower and then you die? But whatever it is, Ortega said tonight. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm not tired right now. I don't want to go to sleep. But that's what he said. Tonight is going down. The upper room. Well, we know that Miguel is broke. So while this is going down, he leaves here. He finds out his boy is in jail. But no, I wasn't on no lean. I did try lean one time in 2013. I tried lean. Man, I got a story for y'all on that. It wasn't like real lean. It wasn't promethazine. It was some NyQuil and some other shit. But it didn't do nothing but literally put me to sleep, man. And I messed up this opportunity with this. She was nice too. I dropped the ball on that one. Good times though. Good times. But I did drop the ball on that one. And then me and her, we never linked up. And she lived just the next state over too when I was down in Georgia. But that's neither here or there. I didn't get the purple flower. I was just sipping on some of that purple stuff. But Miguel is in a desperation state. Miguel is supposed to be getting his boy out. Miguel is broke. So if you're broke and you have something that you're supposed to do, what would you do? Would you get up and try to figure out how you're going to get that money? That's what a sane person would do. But what does Miguel do? Instead of fucking finding out how to get $500,000, instead of finding out how to sell whatever dope they got left since the 5 bricks is confiscated, this nigga went back to his warehouse and started shooting pool. You just talked to Ortega, and Ortega said, nigga, you're dying tonight if you don't get Tommy Egan. This nigga went to go play pool. It was at this moment, everything that I've been saying about Miguel was confirmed. This nigga ain't worth a damn. This nigga talking about 8-ball corner pocket. Nigga, you need to be serving 8 balls. You need to be going to get a pack from Che and putting that shit in the streets, nigga. This nigga is playing pool with $500,000 on the line just to get Cruz out, plus the fucking 5 bricks that he owes Che because those are confiscated. So let's just say that's 500,000, and let's just say 30, 150. Let's just say 150, $650,000, and you're in here playing pool by yourself. Get this guy out of here, man. You need to put a shirt on, a button up, and go down to the unemployment office and put in a file. And then once you put that file in, go to the building right next door, which is a temp service, and you need to start getting paid. They pay weekly. It's decent pay. You ain't got too much experience, but they'll train you on the job training. The first day they'll train you, and then you get your ass on out there. I did several temporary jobs. That's how I ended up working at the Applebee's headquarters. Some wild shit. That's how I ended up working at a chemical plant. And I was making knockoff Windex and fucking antifreeze. But it is what it is. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get where you got to go. Miguel's in here playing pool, but Tommy shows up. You got to guess. And why is the nigga standing behind him? Who is this white boy? Like, why is Tommy? Is Tommy hiding? Hey, stand next to him. Get the fuck from behind me, man. What is wrong with you? Stand right next to me, man. Tommy's hiding behind him. Here you go, Miguel. This is because of your sister. Huh. Miguel's like, what? What are you doing here, gringo? Tommy's like, if it wasn't for your sister, I wouldn't even be here. Miguel's looking. Now, a lot of people are saying that throwing $500,000 at somebody is disrespectful. It ain't disrespectful when bills are due. So Tommy says, dinner is on you. Tommy hit him with a one-liner, and then he walked off. And then let's just say 10,000, 20,000, 30, 40, 50, 60. Oh, these are probably 20 stacks. No, it's probably 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. I only see about 140, unless we're doing 20, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. Yeah, we're going to put these in. These are 20,000 stacks. Because here go 200K right here, just on this shown. So Tommy drops off the bag. 500K. And then we see the family go to dinner, man. The family's at dinner. Che, he don't know that Miguel is broke as hell. They find out that Mireya is pregnant, and he's like, damn, I got to look at Tommy a little bit differently. Now, I asked you guys what time was good to go, and while they're sitting here eating, oh, man, this is a little bit further ahead than I wanted us to be. Miguel keeps getting the text message. Well, he's looking at the time because Tommy is supposed to come out of the building, but Tommy doesn't come out the building. Now, watch this. Somebody's clock isn't right. So it's 9:32. Follow me, guys. It's 9:32. It goes to like 9:34 after they talk for a little bit. That's what I want to say. So it's 9:32 right now. He got good signal. It look like he on Wi-Fi. He got 4 bars. It's 9:32. Tommy is supposed to be showing up at the drop. Well, when we go to the drop, we got the hitman here. He's looking. He's aiming. Wait a minute. That ain't. Did Tommy get a tan? That ain't Tommy fucking Egan. And this nigga's driving a BMW with jersey plates. But then he looks at his clock. His clock says it's 10 o'clock. So is it 9:30 or is it 10 o'clock? Is it 9:30 or is it 10 o'clock? Because remember, he was stalling and told Tommy to stay a little bit later. So is he just waiting out here to 10 o'clock and like, hey, man, Tommy ain't show up? Because it was 9:32, but it ain't time to go. It was supposed to happen at 9:30. But oh boy ain't show up till later. So the shooter was just sitting out there just waiting the whole night. They never showed up. Either that or he was 30 minutes late. Tommy could have been and popped up and left already. Yeah, this clock say it's 10:02. Yeah, this clock say 10:02. But anyway, it doesn't happen. He calls Ortega. Hey, Ortega, yeah, they ain't show up, man. Tommy Egan ain't here. What do you mean Tommy Egan ain't here? Yeah, he ain't here, Hefe? Okay, don't worry. I'll text him. And what does he text him? The purple flower of death. Miguel's got to look over his shoulder for the rest of his life or until Ortega is RIP. But that there is the Miguel story in Ortega. Yeah, right when he sent me this, I would have changed my number. Right when he sent me that, I would have changed my number. That's an easy fix. I'm changing my number. But we're off the clock. That's Miguel's story. What y'all think, man? Would y'all be scared if y'all received that message? So basically, Miguel put his life on the line for Tommy. Are y'all scared of that message, or are y'all just like, it is what it is? Because I don't think I'd be scared. I don't think I'd be scared. But this is what I was talking about. This is how Miguel pulled up to the meet. Watch, I'm gonna show y'all. I think y'all know exactly what I'm talking about.
Assistant, come and give me a hand. We have here nitric acid, glycerin.
Oh, no, that ain't it. Hold on, let me find it. Damn, man, it's taking forever. To be honest with you, some of the stuff I'm like, I would have texted Ortega back like, nigga, get off my phone. Like, hey, bro, ain't it supposed to be lights out for you? Here we go. This is how Miguel pulled up to the re-up with Che.
Pencils ready. Today we are going to learn about
percentages.
Percentages. And for an example, let's take the recent unpleasantness.
So everybody pulling up to re-up with Che. Everybody's like, yeah, let me get double. Yeah, I got 15 last week. Let me get 30. You know what I'm saying? Let me get 30. Put 2 on top. You know what I mean?
Supposing there were 1,000 Wonka bars in the world, and during the contest, you each opened a certain number of them. Percent. Chocolate.
This is how everybody else was answering when they pulled up on Che.
Percent. You, Peter Goff, how many did you open?
150.
That's 10% half over again, which makes 15%.
All right, so you did 150 out of the 100. Okay. Miguel, how many bricks are you buying this week?
Charlie Bucket, how many did you open?
2.
That's easy. 200 is
How many you want? You said you wanted 200 bricks?
twice 100.
Not 200. Just 2.
Just 2?
Two? What do you mean you only opened 2?
What do you mean you only opened 2? Miguel came in here. Let me just get the regular 5 bricks. Everybody talking about they want double digits. They up in the quantity. They done expanded territory. I only opened 2. Like 2? Go to the principal's office, Charlie.
I don't care very much for chocolate.
Damn, man, my boy Charlie ended up winning. All right. So we got Miguel, who put Mireya's story with Tommy. Oh, yeah, we got him right now. Oh, boy. Oh, did y'all find out any of the answers? What time is good to go? What part of the city has the best pubs? Y'all got any answers? I'm going to reveal one because we already had an hour. I'm going to reveal one of them. I'm going to reveal the easy one. What time is good to go? He went from a warehouse to he went from a warehouse of weight to 5 bricks. Well, he ain't even got the 5 bricks no more. Remember, the police took it. So he ain't got nothing. 9:45. If it's 9:45, you late. 9:45, you are late. 9:45, you are late. What time is good to go? Anytime, anytime, you are late. Remember, it has to be on the screen. All of these trivia questions, they have to be on the screen. You had to be able to visually see it. So I'm going to reveal the easy one. What time is good to go? Going once, going twice, sold, mo, then stomped them. What time is good to go? It is 9:34. You are late. 9:34. You are late. When you show up to my class, you need to arrive on time. What time is good to go? 9:32. You were late. When you show up to my class, you need to be on time. What time is good to go? That time is 9:02. 9:02 is the good time to go. 9 p.m., you are not on time. 9:02, we are good to go at 9:02. I told you, it's on the screen. This was the easy one. This was the easy one. See? Y'all wanted the trivia? All right, well, there you go. What time is good to go? Hey, B. Hayes, you know, if they ask me what state is Los Angeles in, and I say Los Angeles is in America, that answer ain't right. Los Angeles is in California. Yay. What time is good to go is 9:02. That wasn't a trick question. It wasn't a trick question. It's on the screen. It's right there. It says, we apostrophe re good to go. We good to go. Oh, I think that says we are. We're. I think that's what that is, guys. I'm not sure. It's like a dash in between. It's like WE and then like a little, like it's supposed to be an I, like a line up under it to make an I, but it looks like a we with like a little thing up there and then RE. We hyphen re good to go. We read. Oh, we read. I read it wrong. It says we read good to go. All right. We read good to go. That's what I should have said. What time is we read good to go? That's probably why y'all didn't get it. Y'all don't speak French, so y'all probably didn't know that this is we read. We read means like we ready to go. Like we really ready. That's what we read means. So y'all probably didn't understand that. Yeah, and then the other trivia question is, what part of the city has the best pub? Renee said it's an apostrophe. No, it's like a sideways hyphen. You know what I mean? You know, the hyphen goes this way. It's like a sideways hyphen. You know what I mean? That is we read. We read good to go. That's what it said. We read good to go. It's French. Y'all not, y'all haven't dove yourself into the culture. I'm culture now. We read. Yeah, we read. That's what that was. We. It's like we sideways hyphen read. All right, we got it. We read, huh? We read. Nah, you read. Hey, Nate, you trying? I know what you trying to say. You trying to say I'm in the special. I knew what you trying to say. We can't say that word. All right, we got Tommy Egan. What part of town? What part of the city has the best pubs? All right, we got Tommy Egan up. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button.
We straight killers, Joe.
And we got Tommy's story. Let me see where we at. Hour 30. We knocked this out in about 30. Now, did we have any other bodies? It was just the 3 Albanians, right? I mean, I got confirmed 3 Albanians. I'm not going to count the bodyguard. Y'all getting close. I'll say y'all getting close. But remember, it has to be on the screen. You have to be able to see it. So you have to be able to see it. I'm not just like making up something. You have to be able to actually see it on the screen. So that's as much of a, when we get to the, what we did about 2:15. Yeah, when we get about the 2 hour mark, I'll reveal that last one. So y'all can think about that. We got the Tommy story up now. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. So Tommy story, we got Tommy Mireya, Tommy Vic, Tommy Stacy, Tommy Diamond. So we got a couple of crossovers in here, but primarily Tommy. Yeah, but we don't know when they actually cut those bodies up, though. So I can't really put them on there because they said it was a couple of weeks ago they got robbed. So were they just sitting on them in the freezers? You know what I mean? I don't really know. I mean, we can put the Madam Wu body. It was just one. We did see some late. I guess we could put it on there. But I like to be able to see the bodies. Madame Wu. She want to fuck with the woo, 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 woo. All right. Hey, Bolo was sitting there just looking too, wasn't he? All right, 1:30. We got Tommy Egan up. 1:30. We got Tommy Egan up. Tommy and Mireya have been playing house. Just last night, there was a shootout in the house, devastating bodies. They already got a new. This is how you know Tommy got money. Tommy got a whole new couch. Look at this. Either that or they took the cushions off the back, but this looks like a whole new couch from last week. I don't have my hard drive over here to be able to go back and look, but this looks like a whole new couch. Mireya, she got her cell phone. She sets it down. Tommy's talking about, yeah, I got to get out of here. You know, baby, I gotta make move majors, hide out in Asia. If your girl keep coming around, then I'm a banger. This the bad boy flavor, light blue gators, not guilty. Come on, make this money. Take this money. Tommy got to go get paid. So Tommy over here, they done cleaned up the kitchen. They got the knife just randomly sitting out here. Paper towels, look like it came from out of a bathroom. They got the iodine salt. All right, they living a life in here, ain't they? They only got a couple of seasoning, but Tommy's like, yeah, I got to get out of here. You know, I got to get this money, baby. She's like, yeah, I got to go do a couple of things. So Mireya, she ends up leaving, but she leaves her cell phone in the cushion of the couch. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I'll leave my wallet at home before I leave my cell phone at home. I can't go anywhere without my cell phone. Even if I know where I'm going, maybe it's just me. Even if I know where I'm going, I still put my GPS on. I still put my GPS on, even if I know where I'm going. I don't know why. I always turn my GPS on, no matter what I do. I get in the car, put the GPS on. Well, usually I turn the GPS on in the house before I leave, so I could just see how long it's going to take before I even leave the house. And then I get in the car and turn on some music. But Mireya, she hops up, and she's going, well, Tommy don't know where she's going, but she's going to Planned Parenthood. That means she didn't been by there so much. She know how to get there just off of knowledge. Like, I'm always checking my emails, making sure if I got an appointment or anything. Like when I drove out there this morning, they opened up at 8. I got there at 8:11. I'm going through the email, making sure, translated it from German to English. They talking about 8 to 11. Went in there, they didn't speak no English when I was up there. They were just talking to me, and I'm just trying to put it together. Like, yeah, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, oh, danke, yeah. Figured it out. Got what I had to do. Got back here. But I always got that phone on me. Always got the phone on me. Mireya, she got up out of here. But Tommy doesn't know that she's pregnant. So she skedaddles. Then Tommy shows up. And he sees that we got all the guns. We ain't got no switches, but we got all the guns. We got the 2 gold guns. Nah, I don't need to learn the language. I ain't gonna be here forever. They can learn English. We won the war. So Diamond's sitting in here like, yeah, you know, we took the Yardies out. We did our thing. Tommy's like, damn, man, these golden guns. I used to have one just like it. Tommy did used to have that silver one. He used to run around New York terrorizing people. But he's like, damn, this shit crazy. We're going to use these blicks. We're going to give them to Asher. And we're going to go ahead and bring the Salins or whatever the hell they name is. We're going to bring them in with us. Diamond's like, I thought we was going to use the blicks and give them a CBI so everybody can hold it down. We put more heat in the streets. We got more protection. Tommy's like, nah, man. Tommy said, what do you mean? Nah, man, you're not about to be talking to me like that, Tommy. We got these for CBI. Tommy said, nigga, CBI is up under the coalition. That means if it's up under the coalition, it's got to go to coalition business. And if I give it to Asher, then I'm going to give it to Asher. Diamond is looking at him like, you motherfucker. But y'all know how the game go. You got to play the game. You got to play the part. See, me, I don't know how to play the part. I can only be me. But Diamond wants to give the Blix to CBI. We also hear Tommy say, it's crazy that you went and met up with Che and you brought Jenard with you. He's like, that's my brother, man. And y'all brought him with me. He said, man, fuck Jenard, man. You don't need to be going to meet Che. And I'm like, I agree with Tommy on this one. I agree with Tommy. This is Tommy's story. I agree with Tommy on this one. Jenard don't need to be around none of that. If we going to be in business together, we need to be in business together. Even though Tommy do be hoeing Diamond, he's still in business. And bringing your brother around when we can't really trust Jenard, I can't even say really, when we can't trust Jenard, that's some foul shit. But Tommy has other plans, and Tommy's going to do what Tommy's got to do. We didn't have that whole 40-minute spiel at the beginning of this live for no reason. I laid all of that down so we can see the trail of breadcrumbs that Tommy is leading that are going to make us walk straight off a cliff, because we ain't looking up when we walk. We're just looking down and picking up each and every breadcrumb. Well, Tommy gets all the guns, and he puts a tarp over it. Asher shows up. Now, he works directly with Miguel. Like, look how dusty these boots are. And these are the boots that Tommy put on goddamn Vic's couch. So Asher shows up. He's like, what do you want, Tommy? Me and you aren't on the best of friends list. Oh, I know. Well, look, I got a proposition for you. How about you leave Miguel and you come over and work with us, the coalition? You know, we got the biggest coalition throughout the city. Everybody is getting money over here. Nah, Tommy, see, you trying to trick me again. I know how you work. I know how you operate, Tommy. I heard about you. There's a guy named Mo. He be on YouTube. He be exposing you. He be telling the truth about you. And I don't know if I can switch over to you. You know, I got a good thing going with Miguel. Tommy said, you got a good thing going with Miguel. Look, this is what I'm going to do. You see all of these guns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, plus the other gold gun. That's 26 guns. 3 bricks at 28 apiece. 3 bricks at 28 apiece. I don't think you heard me. 3 bricks at 28 apiece. 3 bricks at 28 apiece. $74,000 right there. We handing 26 guns over to you and $74,000. And we still going to sell you the bricks at the same price? I can't turn that deal down. You giving me 3 bricks, 26 guns, and you're going to keep the same price that I was getting from Miguel? Look, this is what we're going to do. I'll take 10 guns. I'll take 10 guns minus the 2 gold guns. So the 2 gold guns will be their own thing, and then 10 guns. And I'll take the 3 bricks, but instead of getting it for 28 a key, we'll work out a plan for 25 a key. So if you can guarantee me 25 a key, you give me these 3 bricks and I only take 10 guns, we got a deal. We got a deal. I'll cop from you for 25. I don't want, if I'm not switching over for 1 up front 3 bricks that we might make 100 off of. No. If you can't do 25, look, we can do 26. We can do 26.5 and we'll leave it at that. But I'm not copping from you for 28. I can just stay with Miguel for that. It ain't like we need more guns. We can go get guns. Guns is the easy part. It's the dope that's the hard part of it. Anyone can go get a gun. You can go to the damn gun show and pick up a whole rack of guns, depending on what state you're in. You don't even need nothing but just an ID. And they don't even do nothing but just verify that you got an ID. And then you just take the gun and leave. You just leave. Hell, I used to go to gun shows. I was like 14, 15. They used to go to Kansas City down in the bottoms. They used to have it in Kemper Arena. You go in there, man, all you had to do was be like, I think Missouri was like 17 at the time, 17, 18, just with a license. And you just buy a gun. It didn't even matter. It didn't have to be registered. No, you just buy a gun and just get the hell out of there. Guns are the easy part. It's the dope that's the hard part. So we'll do 26.5 on them keys. And you had to keep that 28, man. You have to eat that other 15 because we're going to need a lower price, Tommy. I'm sorry. But he's like, fuck it. We'll take the guns because at this point, you never know what's going to pop off in Chicago. So I understand why they took the guns and the 3 bricks up front. So fuck it. Fuck, I mean, when you really think about it, like, all right, well, if Tommy's fronting it like this, then yeah, 18 for a rifle or a shotgun, and you can go to Walmart and buy that. You should go in there with an ID and buy that. So the deal goes through, and he takes the 2 golden guns. He's like, yeah, this is nice here. Marquette said them pistols is weak. Hey, it's better than nothing, but you're right, man. The wars that they go into, you definitely need more. So Tommy shows up, and Che is just so proud that Diamond and Tommy are both making money. Because that's what it's all about. Guns and butter. Butter and guns. And we know Miguel ain't got no money. So Tommy's sitting here. Tommy like, yeah, man, we'll do double, Che. Diamond to do double too. Double the YOLO. You know what I mean? Double stuffed Oreo cookie. The golden ones are definitely better than the regular Oreos. Gotta always buy the golden Oreos. Chase like, hey. Muchos gracias. Che is like, shit, we getting money. Che doesn't care where the money comes from, how you get the money. The only rule is make sure you pay on time. That's really the only rule in the dope game is make sure you pay on time. Don't get high on your own supply. That's really all there is. All you got to do is follow those simple steps. And that's why you always keep you a stash just in case you do get robbed, just in case you do get pinched. You're able to cover what you're supposed to re-up with. Now, Tommy's like, I got a plan, but he isn't telling Diamond exactly what it is. Diamond is trying to get the specifics because he's supposed to be working hand in hand with him. But Tommy is smart. Keep him an arm's length away. You know, when you don't tell everybody everything. I tell y'all all my business because I don't think anybody can stop anything that I got going on. You know what I mean? I don't think I got anything that anybody can block what I'm doing. You know, if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. I don't care, but I like to be transparent with y'all as much as possible. But Tommy, he ain't telling Diamond nothing, and that's probably because Tommy is used to being a lone wolf. Tommy's used to running on his own after him and Ghost, but that's a different story. After him and Ghost had their little falling out. Tommy's really been moving just like that. I'm on my own. He's a dead man. He don't answer to nobody. So Diamond's like, well, yeah, I mean, what you gonna do, Tommy? He's like, oh, I got a plan. He like walked off grinning. He walked off. I'm like, Tommy, what the fuck you smiling for, man? And then, all right, hey, real talk, man. Put an 8 in the chat. Sometimes you get off work, you go home, the kids are stressing you out, the bills are due, and you just sit on that couch. You got your little tray in front of you. You open up your little canister. You go in there, start picking it apart. You put it in your little grinder. You grinding it down, making sure there ain't no sticks, no seeds in there. You pull out whatever your paper is, whatever you rolling in. You roll that mug up, and it's just y'all hear that? I don't hear anything. It's peaceful. Yeah, nigga, fuck that job. Fuck them kids. Fuck that car note. Fuck the water bill. Fuck the mailman for bringing them bills. Fuck my neighbor. Life really ain't that bad. Life really ain't that bad, man. Shit. 12 hours on the job. Ain't getting paid enough. SNAP benefits ain't coming through on time. They want me to reapply for that bullshit. Car need the oil change. Thought I smelled a dog sitting by the. Hey, I know you. Dog done chewed up my good pair of shoes, but I don't give a fuck though. And what's this? Some indica? This shit strong as a bit. This ain't what I thought I bought. I just bought an 8. Shit, I probably shouldn't have tried to stuff that whole thing. But shit, fuck it. Oh yeah, shit. The feds. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all. The feds. The feds think the cartel did the hit. So we good. I got a Bayer in my pocket. I got the feds in my pocket. God damn. Shit, boy. I tell my cousin to chill on this. Whatever he done gave me. What is this? Citadines? What the fuck is this? Shit crazy. But the Fed, they think the cartel did that shit. They think the cartel took out Claudia. They don't know that a real step about the name of Tommy fucking Egan did that with Shanti, the motherfucking showstopper. Woo. Shanti said, I am the motherfucker problem. I said, you is the problem. Let me hit that blunt, girl. Shit, Claudia gone. Shit, Shanti, I ain't gonna lie to you. We about to make so much motherfucking money. You know I like black girls too, right? Yeah, you wouldn't even believe it, Shanti. Yeah, I used to fuck. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, if I gave you my history, you'd be like, "Damn, Tommy, you all over the place." I mean, I was, but you know, one thing about Tommy, I don't discriminate, Shanti. Like, if she with it, then I'm with it. You know what I mean? I had this one chick. Had this one. Her name was Holly, a white girl. You know, ain't no black girl named Holly, but yeah, I had this white bitch named Holly. She was my homeboy. She worked for my homeboy, man. Shit, she was crazy, man. But she's a fucking thief and shit. That bitch, she had sticky ass fingers. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Fingers sticky as hell. She still been working shit. I knocked it down, but you know, I ain't gonna get too much of that. Anyway, some shit happened. 6'7". You know, shit happened. You know, she ended up passing away though. I don't know what happened to her. Somebody. Last I heard, like she OD'd or something. I don't know, man. They say she was like strung out. Some nigga choked her out in the lobby or something. I don't know. That's what they saying. Then I told you I fuck with black girls. Believe it or not, I had this nice black girl. I'm talking about shit. Curvy too. She had a little son. I used to call a little nigga Cash Money. His name was Cash. I think it was spelled with a K, but I used to call him Cash Money. Cool little kid. Yeah, she's black, man. That was a good time. Like me and her, we fucking around for a while. Believe it or not, my same homeboy I was telling you about that, you know, the co-worker, well, this chick, his wife's best friend. And New York is a crazy place. Like, when I first met her, she was kind of a bum. She was getting, like, hand-me-downs. She was getting hand-me-downs from my boy's wife and shit. Like, she would go over there and, like, take her drawers and shit. Did like, well, I don't know if she was wearing her drawers, but she was like wearing her clothes and shoes and shit. I kind of thought it was like on some bum type shit. So I was like, damn, this motherfucker, he ain't got no money or something. You know what I mean? I think she was working like a regular job or some shit. She was, last I heard, she was selling insurance to little niggas, but I think that might be in a different TV show or something. Cause I think she was, matter of fact, she was here in Chicago. She was working. There's a little nigga named Emmett. You know the little smoke shack down the street? You know the little smoke shop, the little barbecue. We got a little fat boy working up the front. And the dude with the dreads used to come in there. I think his little homeboy name was Jake. Yeah. You know the little nigga Marshall that be with D-Mac? Yeah, that nigga be hanging out with them niggas too. Oh, yeah, anyway, I'll talk about Keisha. Yeah, Keisha. Her name was Keisha too. Like, you see how I upgrade? I went from a Holly to a Keisha. You know what I'm saying? I be telling all my other white boys, I be telling my white boys, I say, man, y'all need to stop fucking with them Beckys. Get you a Shonda. Yeah. I had, man, shit, I had a Keisha. Keisha, man, I ain't gonna lie to Keisha, had a motherfucker body on you. But one thing about Keisha though, no disrespect, but that bitch always wanted some money. You know, I don't really like tricking off like that, but I figure I got a Keisha, you know, I gotta keep me a Keisha on deck, you know what I mean? So I was breaking off some bread and shit, but she started getting too involved in the game. She wasn't smooth like you though, Shanti. Like Shanti, you the showstopper, you the problem. Like, you are the problem. See, you are the problem. Keisha is the problem. Like, Keisha started getting too involved. I had some homeboys, like, man, I'm telling you, we had this whole operation in New York. That shit was crazy. Like, believe it or not, we had a fucking 20-story building. That motherfucker, we had a club. That motherfucker was called Club Truth. And when I tell you it was the truth, oh, man, I'm talking about, man, the party used to be crazy in there, but shit used to go down. But it was like, don't get it don't get it twisted though. Like, niggas was catching bodies in that bitch though. I mean, niggas was getting robbed. We even had councilmen in that motherfucker. Like, bow, shooting niggas. Shanti looking at him like, damn, for real? You like, Shanti, you love New York City. Like, there ain't no place like the Big Apple. What we talking about? Club True. What were you talking about? Oh, yeah, I had this Keisha. Oh, man, did I tell you Keisha had that blink, blah, blah? I was like, yeah. She had a little son by name Cash. I call him Cash Money. I tell you, I called the little nigga Cash Money. Yeah, but anyway, found out the bitch was snitching. They said she was snitching, and then somebody, I don't know who it was, somebody popped it, but
I'm not even built like that, Tommy. That ain't even me, yo.
Shit, when I first came out here, you really think I don't fuck with black girl? I had that girl named Gloria too. Glory, hallelujah. Yeah, Gloria was like, Gloria was different. You know, she wasn't in the game or nothing. She was sweet. She a real nice though. She a real nice. Actually, you know how I came up on her. You know that little motherfucker, that white dude we be fucking with, little scary boy, Claudia brother. Yeah, the little Victor. Yeah, I took her from him. Shanti looking at him like, damn. So Tommy, you do fuck with black girl. I'm like, yeah, Shanti, I'm telling you, you need to come see what the game. You need to come see what the game is all about. You know what I mean? Yeah. I ain't want to stun or nothing, but my nigga Eric, he just hit me on the burner phone talking about, you did crack Gloria the first night in the city. So I'm trying to see what's going on, Shanti. Like, me and you, we didn't call a body together. We getting money together. We might as well get together. And then Jenard show up. Right when you think things is about to get good. Right when you think things are about to get good, Jenard shows up. They're like, damn, nigga, I'm putting Tommy turning around like, damn, nigga. Can't you see, nigga? I'm working. I'm working. Shy brother, nigga, get out of here. Get out of here. Tommy turned around like, you know when you talking to a beautiful thing, and then your homeboy, hey man, what's up? Hey nigga, back door. No, I don't know him like that. Yeah, they know my cousin. Yeah, they know my cousin. I don't really fuck with him like, hold on, okay. Hey nigga, back to fight. Nigga, you gotta see me over here working, nigga. Don't be talking about no other hoes, nigga. Damn. All right, you got to. Oh, damn, they straight too. You just 3 of them? Yeah, tell them I work with her. Yeah, just tell her I came over here for a lighter. I'm just smoking. I'm just getting a lighter. Yeah, tell them 3. Tell that one on the right. In the brown dress, you tell that one right there. I'm gonna be over there, bro. But yeah, they don't come over here talking about the mother. Just tap me and be like, nigga, all right, yeah. Jenard come over here and he mess up the whole game. We over here talking to Shanti. We about to make our move. And then Jenard show up. So now we gotta go. So Tommy gets up and leaves and goes to Vic's house and gets very disrespectful. Nah, I'm just being social, Kendall. That's all. Was I sharing too much or was I just being social? See, I'm an adult. I ain't 18, 19 no more. I ain't got nothing to hide. I want the world to see that I'm a gangster. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing to hide. I'm letting Shanti know that I am willing to be vulnerable. Ladies love that, fellas. I'm letting her know that I'm vulnerable. I'm letting her know that there is an emotional side along with the sliding side. I'm letting her know that a man doesn't have to have this hardened exterior. I'm letting Shanti know that she can come and lay her head on my shoulder whenever she needs to. That's all I'm doing. I'm just being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. That's all. But now we got to get back to business. We pull up on the elevator. Now, I don't know why Vic just allows people. I would have got the elevator code changed. I would have got the key card changed. Tommy's not just coming up to my apartment. There's no way. I'm telling the doorman, don't let this white boy up here. There's only one. No men should be coming to my room. Only women can come up this elevator. No men come to my room. None of that. This ain't the he hallway. This is the Vic hallway, the Victor Bone Jr. hallway. But anyway, Tommy come up here and Vic got old girl Ray in here. He's like, oh shit. And then Tommy looking at Ray talking about, I ain't know you had that kind of. But Tommy does take the keys of the G-Wagon up off of Claudia. So he gives it back to Vic. And he asks her straight up, did you send your sister over there? Did you send your sister? He's like, hell no, man. You did me a favor. She tried to kill me. But this whole conversation is really just Tommy telling Vic that, nigga, I'm in charge. And don't you forget it. Don't you ever forget it. Then they have a stare down. I'm looking like, damn, man, this is what it comes to. This is what it comes to. But Tommy gets up out of there and he lets Vic know, nigga, this is my game. This is how I play. And don't you forget it. I'm sorry, man. At some point, you got, like, as an adult, I don't know, man. It's just, you got to stand up for yourself at some point. If I'm Vic, I'm just running. If I'm Vic, I'm just leaving the city, man. So we're going to lump this together. Tommy goes home right after this because they broke it up with the whole Miguel thing. Tommy goes home and he's cleaning up his gun. You got to clean it out because you never know when we're going to get into war. Big survival. We got big story coming up after Stacy. So Tommy's cleaning up his weapon. We got to speed this thing up because we already at a big 30 on this one because y'all got me distracted. We were smoking with Shanti. He hears, doo, 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 doo. He picks up the phone. Visual voicemail. This is a follow-up to confirm your 2 p.m. procedure. Procedure? What procedure? Tommy then proceeds, instead of putting the phone down and just waiting for her to get home, Tommy opens the phone and listens to the voicemail. Hello, Stacy. I'm looking for Miss Mireya. We are just calling to confirm your appointment and your procedure for the removal or termination of your, we can't say it on here, but we are calling just to confirm that you have a 2 p.m. procedure appointment. Please call us back and notify us if you cannot make it to the procedure. Thank you. Have a nice day. This is Planned Parenthood, 3 blocks away from your current location. Thank you. Have a nice day. So Tommy's like, huh? A procedure? Planned Parenthood? Huh? 312-555-0138. So Tommy's looking at the phone. She got a good phone, I tell you this. She got Wi-Fi on and she still got a full battery. She still got a full battery and she had Wi-Fi on since 7 this morning. It's 2 p.m. in the afternoon. This is a good-ass phone. What is this? This is an iPhone? This is the iPhone E? This is a good-ass battery, though, to have Wi-Fi on all day and still have a full fucking charge. All right, Mireya. Well, it's 2:15. The appointment was at 2 o'clock. We are already 15 minutes into the procedure. We 2 minutes into the procedure. They got Mireya in here. So when I seen this, I said, oh, man, why are we dying to live if I'm just living to die? I said, no, Mireya, don't do it. Don't do it, Mireya. Don't do it. Read some literature. Did y'all think that Mireya was going ahead and doing the unthinkable? I was wondering maybe if it could make you a baby. If you ask me, I'm ready. Man, this is sad, man. They had Mireya looking like this. They had Mireya looking like this, man. Damn. Damn, they had Mireya up in the bed. They had Mireya going through the procedure. They had me in the next room. I was getting a vasectomy, and I thought she was getting a termination, man. They had me and Mireya in the same hospital. I was getting mine snipped, and I don't know what they do in that room over there, but I thought Mireya was losing it. I said, no, not Mireya. Oh, my baby. Oh, not my baby. Oh, not Mireya. I thought Mireya was getting rid of it. And then Tommy went into straight creep mode. Tommy hasn't moved since he looked at the phone at 2:15. What up, Tamika? Tommy is like, this is kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. Like, why is Tommy? Well, Tommy was looking at the security camera, seen her pull up, got up, ran to the side of the door, and was just, when she come in, I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get on her ass for about this. Like, what is Tommy doing? I thought this was weird. Like, this is kind of creepy. First, the nigga went in the phone, then he read the text message, and then he went into the voicemail. Like, come on, Tommy, that's just crossing the line. That's too far. That's some weird shit, for real, for real. I don't check no phones. I don't do none of that. That ain't none of my business. Whatever you got in your phone is what you got in your phone. Don't go on my phone because you don't pay my phone bill. But this is some creepy shit here. I gotta say, this is some wild shit. And if people think this is cool, this is not cool. But it's Tommy Egan. It's Tommy Egan. Mireya comes in. Then she already showing. What is she? I thought she was only, y'all told me she wasn't pregnant. She look about 4 months. Couldn't nobody tell Mireya was pregnant? She wasn't eating that good. It ain't that much food in that house. They be eating noodles. Couldn't nobody tell Mireya was putting on some weight? Mireya comes in. Tommy? He's like, what is this, Mireya? You going to Planned Parenthood? She's like, Tommy, what are you doing going to my phone? That's invasion of privacy. He's in my house. That doesn't mean anything, Tommy. What did you do, Mireya? You got rid of it? Like, damn, Tommy, you didn't even say, damn, you was pregnant? Like, she said, no, Tommy, I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want to raise a baby in this dangerous ass house. Dangerous house? She said, Tommy, there was blood in here when I came in the house last night. There's bullet holes through the box of Cheerios. Jeez Louise, Tommy, this isn't a place to raise a kid. Tommy said, but I always wanted a family too, Mireya. She said, well, guess what, Tommy? He said, what, Mireya? You'd already terminated our child. She said, I didn't, Tommy. I didn't. I was scared and I was nervous. I didn't know if I was ready for a baby. Tommy said, I always wanted one. I didn't tell you I killed my first one, but I've always wanted one. She's like, but Tommy, I know can't no one protect me like you, and that's why I want to have this family. But you have to understand that Miguel is my brother, and he's part of my family too. So if you're going to have me, you're going to have him also. Tommy said, I can't make any promises, but I'm just so glad we're having a baby. I was just smoking with Shanti, telling her that I was fucking with black women at one point, and I miss them. I miss my son Cash. Who is Cash, Tommy? Well, he wasn't my real son, but I treated him like one. And then I'm like, what is Tommy about to do? Tommy's having flashbacks of Holly. Tommy is going for the juggler. I said, what is Tommy doing? Tommy, no! Tommy, no! But then they start dropping down and getting their ego on and kissing. When I seen this, I was like, oh, shit. I'm having PTSD and flashback. I'm lightheaded. Give me a second, guys. Oh, I thought Tommy was about to pull a Holly 2.0. I'm watching this. I'm like, oh, man, no, Tommy, don't do it. You done already did it once. It's so hard to say goodbye. I got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love for you, baby. I thought he was about to take her out, man. I said, no, Tommy, no. But then they did some weird shit. Like, I truly don't understand this. This isn't like a natural position. I don't think anyone's in the chat. Has anyone ever done this position before? Like, what is this? And he need to get her some different walking shoes. She can't be walking around in them flat ass Reebok Classics. She definitely needs some new shoes. Them nursing shoes right there. You know, them generic no-name shoes, the non-slips that they wear with they scrubs. That's what she wearing right now. We need to switch that up. But they also got to go to dinner. So they sitting around and they having their dinner. Tommy ends up texting Karma Sutra. I don't believe in karma, but I believe in Karma Sutra. So he ends up texting D-Mac and telling D-Mac, we need you to go slide. And he also drops off the $500,000 because we found out that Miguel is actually broke and Mireya is the one that told Tommy this. So Tommy takes the money directly over to Miguel. Now, this is kind of awkward because him and Miguel are beefing and they are rivals. Tommy did just re-up with the double pack, the 20-piece instead of the 5-piece, the original. You know what I mean? That's what Miguel ordered. Miguel said, let me get the 5-piece original. Tommy said, let me get the 20-piece spicy. Well, Miguel is in the whole 5 bricks plus 500,000 to get Cruz out. So Tommy listens to Mireya and he goes over and he bails out Miguel. Now we know that Tommy just randomly has $2,025,000 laying around to hand out to everybody. Tommy didn't want to do this, but he cracks a joke in the end and says, well, dinner is on you. Tommy, shut up. But Tommy, he got a lot of money. I'm going to be honest with you. Tommy has a lot of money. If I had to put a prediction out there, I'm saying Tommy is sitting on anywhere between $5 to $7 million. If he can blow 2 like that in a couple of episodes, he's got to be at least double, triple that. So probably 4 to 6 M's is what he's sitting on. So he probably got like 2.5 left, maybe 3. But he does give the money to him to bail him out. Then Tommy goes. Oh, we got to speed this up. Tommy goes and meets up with Stacy Marks, and he's letting her know, I gave you $1.5 million. Do what the fuck I said. Even Vic is stepping it up. We'll go more in depth on Vic a little bit later. But Tommy's sitting here and he's talking to Stacy Marks, and he's letting her know, listen, it's time for us to start cashing in. That 1.5 needs to get to work. It needs to get to vibrating. It gets to jiggling, gyrating. It needs to do something, make something shake in this motherfucker. You don't just get 1.5. So Stacy Marks is like, man, what the hell? Vic, you work for me. He's like, no, you work for Tommy. You need to do what Tommy say. Now, Vic does expose that he took out his father and he really on business. And he took out the cop. So now Stacy Marks is like, I got played. And Tommy is like, yep. And look at Tommy doing his face off. Watch Tommy's face. Look at Tommy. Look at Tommy. The sun just shining on his face. He kicking it. Now, Tommy texts D-Mac and tells D-Mac, you need to earn your keep and CBI. Then we go to the dinner scene, and it's real quiet. They're both just eating. No one is talking to each other. And Mireya, she's like, I can't keep doing this. Miguel, I'm pregnant. By the gringo? She said, and Tommy's going to be in my life. And if you're going to be in my life and be his Tito, then you're just going to have to piece it up with Tommy.
I knew you was going to let that nigga hit. Tariq, we raised you better than that, Diana.
We raised you better than that, Mireya, is what Miguel is thinking. Now, we don't know about the hit that's supposed to be going down, but Tommy is supposed to go to the meet. But Miguel keeps asking him, stay for dessert, stay for dessert. And Tommy's like, okay. And Mireya's like, yeah, Tommy, please stay. So it's kind of, I don't know, man. When you're in a dope game, you ain't supposed to be this vulnerable. But they are. And Tommy stays here and he actually gets his life spared thanks to Miguel. And that's the Tommy story. No, it's Tito. You know, Michael Jackson, Tito. Michael Jackson's kids, uncle is Tito. Y'all don't be following, man. You want to be Tito? Because you can't be Michael Jackson. You got to be Tito. You can't be Michael Jackson. Nobody wants to be Jermaine. You want to be Tito. You don't want to be Tito, do you? Yes, you do want to be Tito. You don't want to be Jermaine. You want to be Tito. You can't be Michael. You got to be Tito. You can't be Michael. You got to be Tito. You got to be the uncle. You can't be Michael Jackson. Tommy Michael Jackson. You got to be Tito. You got to be Tito. In Spanish, it's Tio for uncle, but in the niggerdom, it's Tito. Like my brother's kids, I'm Tito to them. I'm their uncle. I'm the brother. You got Michael Jackson is a star, and then you got the Tito, who the brother, who the uncle. You can't be the star, Miguel. Michael Jackson was making more money than Tito. Michael Jackson was making sure that Tito was straight. Same thing. You see what I'm saying? You got to be Tommy's brother. You want to be Tito? Don't nobody want to be Jermaine. You want to be Tito. Well, that's all that's going on here between them. She's like, you want to be Tito? You want to see your niece or nephew? She said, yes, I do. You remind me of your mom. They just sitting around having a grand old time, but Tommy's supposed to get popped. Nah, I'm Uncle Juju. I'm Uncle Juju to my first set of nephews. To my new set of nieces and nephew, I'm Uncle Jewish because they couldn't say Julius. And then to my brother's kid, whatever. Well, to my brother's son, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have him call me. Because I already did Juju. My oldest nephews called me Juju when they were growing up. So I don't know. Well, because, hey, speaking of that, shit. My brother's son, he going to be Black and Colombian. So he going to have to speak to me in Spanish. He going to have to call me Uncle Julio. Uncle Julio. Now he's gonna call me Julio. I don't really like my nieces and nephews calling me uncle. I want them to be able to address me like a human being. So he's just gonna have to call me Julio. Yeah, my newest nephew, he had to call me Julio. Jefe, yeah. Well, actually, it's Soy Don Julio de Jefe Jesus. Well, it's actually Don Julio Jesus el Jefe, but you know what I'm saying? It's neither here or there. All right, let's knock these out. We got Stacy, Diamond, and Jenard. Oh, we got Vic. That's right. Vic, Damone, and Diamond. Titus. That's my youngest nephew. Yeah, my youngest nephew's name is Titus. Then my great nephew is Ezekiel. Yeah, my great nephew is Ezekiel. My youngest nephew is Titus. My two older nephews are X and J. Then my nieces is Cookie. I don't know. I got a lot of them. You know what I mean? I'm just the OG. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the OG in the family. That's all I can be. You know, I'm the only one without kids. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I make things shake when I show up. Oh, El Jefe, El Jefe. They be running up to me. El Jefe, El Jefe. I'm like, hey, chill, kids. Everyone gets $1. All right. Everyone gets $1. I'm gonna start giving pesos to. So my great nephew and niece, they're black and Mexican. My newest nephew that isn't born is black and Colombian. Yeah, man. So my whole family is diverse. Then I got my cousins that are black and Japanese. Oh yeah, $1 go a whole long way. All right, we got Stacy Marks. We're gonna try to knock all these out, probably like 10 minutes. They're pretty short. We got Stacy Marks on deck. What am I mixed with? I'm black. Like I'm just straight black. Both of my parents are black. I mean, of course, I'm mixed further down. Like my great grandfather is black and Irish. That comes from the slave part. And then on my mom's side, my great grandmother is Chinese and black. But by the time that gets down to me, I'm just black. Like my parents are both black, so I'm black. There's a lot of mixture in there, but I'm black. Oh yeah, we got Stacy Marks. I did trace my roots back though to Togolese, so I do want to go to Togo at some point. Go to Benin and just see what I can find. I don't know, might not find anything, but I do want to try to get some land down there. I probably try to invest like 10,000. Probably won't ever get it developed, but I definitely want to go out there and see. Hold on real quick. Oh, I ain't got it in this phone. Nah, I ain't got it. All right, man. We gotta get the show on the road. So yeah, that's my mom in the middle. That's my Aunt Tina and my Aunt Kim right there. We Negro. We Negro. Yeah, we Negro. We just a lighter skin, but we all come from the same. All right, we got Stacy Marks. We really got to get this show on the road. You guys are overcooking my grits. El Negro. El Negro special. All right, Stacy Marks. This is why we got to get on the clock because of y'all. Stacy Marks, she's in the office. Stacy Marks is focused. Stacy Marks, she really needs to crack this case because running for mayor is a tough thing to do. But we do officially see the photo of Claudia. And if you guys didn't notice, there is a rat right next to her. Did you guys see that when you were watching the episode? There is a rat right next to her. Now, when they were leaving the house, remember, Shanti, she had the rope. And I like, what she do? Tie her up? You remember last week? I like, what did they do? Tie her up? Throw her in the water? No, they hung her up and they hung a rat right next to her. When I see that, I was like, let me make sure I get that screenshot for y'all. So Bill comes in here saying, it's like, yeah, man, it's crazy, man. We don't know what the hell done happened. It might be a cartel hit. But Claudia is dead. D-I-E-A-D. She died. We don't know if she died or is she dead. She something. Stacy Marks is still wearing her wedding ring. But she's nervous now because she just let an informant die. This is because of you. Now, she knew that this was going to happen because she told her to go over there, but it's all bad because it's going to fall back on Stacy Marks. Now, we get Agent Delgado. She's showing up now. So we get introduced to another character late off in the season. But Delgado's here to help out. And Delgado, she has a little bit of knowledge. She's like, even let's go after Tommy Egan. But right now, Stacy, she doesn't want to go after Tommy. With all these bodies dropping, it's getting hectic inside. So she's like, man, what the hell? Fuck. So she knocks stuff over. And then Bill comes in like, yeah, well, Ortega's about to get out too. And the only person we had was Claudia that was going to snitch. So it's really screwed now. So Delgado was like, man, fuck it. Let's go after Tommy Egan. But Stacy Marks gets mad because she knows they can't go after Tommy because if they go after Tommy, then the whole thing is going to get exposed about the $1.5 million, about her removing security up off of Elise, her telling Claudia to go over there. So they're going to do some kind of investigation. They're going to go back to the night that she died, which was last night. They're going to check all the cameras. When did she leave the house? I mean, not the house, but the building. When did she leave security's eyesight? It was right after she left, coming out of Stacy Marks' office where she was talking in there by herself, went to the ladies' room, then went over to Tommy's house, and now she's missing. But we don't know that she went to Tommy's house, but we could definitely follow the cameras because we'll just start subpoenaing all the companies that are in the vicinity on the trailer wherever she left. So Stacy Marks is like, fuck. Damn it, but she can't act a damn fool because everyone is in here. When that pressure is on, you can never let them see you sweat. So Delgado goes up and says, let's look at the board. What do we have here? Tommy, Thomas, Egan, status. He's active. Then we got Roberto Ortega, status. He's arrested. Then we got Rodonovan Mirkovic, status. Deceased. Claudia Flynn, status. Deceased. Luis Ortega, status, deceased. Miscellaneous Yardy gang member, status, deceased. Dog, see? Y'all know when I be talking, and I be saying Thug number 6, Thug 17. I'm Thug 17. They still ain't got to me yet. Thug 27. This just says, it literally says like on the board, they didn't identify anybody. Miscellaneous Yardy gang members. That's disrespectful, man. At least put my name on the board. You know what I mean? At least put my name on the board. Trevor Nielsen, Yardy gang member. At least show some kind of respect. Miscellaneous? Miscellaneous? Like, miscellaneous is, I got miscellaneous items over here on this table. You can't call people miscellaneous. Oh, you're just some miscellaneous humans over there. It's like, damn, that's all they get right there. That's all they get. Northern Illinois Attorney's Office, case number 2804.816.ch. Sheesh. So Bill's like, well, fuck it. Let's go after Tommy then. Stacy said, what changed your mind? Last week you wasn't trying to go after Tommy. You was trying to get these convictions of Claudia Flynn. We going after Tommy Egan. Remember, I make the rules right here. So everybody's looking at Shanti. I mean, not Shanti, Stacy. Like, damn, Stacy, what's wrong with you, girl? Stacy mad. Stacy mad as hell. Stacy goes in the room and talks to Donna about the DNC. DNC is like, look, you're really fucking up right now. I'm just gonna be real with you. You are messing up badly. And if we don't get these convictions, then you won't be the mayor. If anything comes out bad, you won't be the mayor. If they do a deep dive on your relationship with Bobby DeFranco and it going to shit, you're not going to be mayor. If they find out that you did not hit the like button or subscribe button on Mo.J's live on the clock for episode 6, Power Book 4 season 3, then you're not going to be the mayor. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. But while all this is going on, she getting a missed call from Ray. It's 11:52 in the morning. Everybody got Wi-Fi on. She got a Bluetooth device connected. She looking at her like, you better get your shit together, Stacy, or we'll get you together. This is the face. This is what all white teachers used to look at. Like when I didn't turn my homework in or it was some bullshit, this is how all my white teachers used to look at me. You better get your shit together, mister, before we get you together. You ain't gonna do shit. You better get your shit together, Stacy. Oh, we gonna get you together. You ain't gonna be mayor. You not gonna be mayor. You don't get your shit right, you not gonna be mayor. You better get your shit right. We gonna get you right. You not gonna be mayor. You not gonna be mayor. She told Stacy to get your shit together, or you ain't gonna be the mayor, Stacy. You're not gonna be mayor, Stacy. Get your shit together. You better call Tyrone. Damn. So Stacy is in the blender. Word to my brother Brillo. They go and meet up. Stacy like, you don't text me, I text you. Vic said, get your ass down here. She's like, what do you want, Vic? You know about Claudia? Vic is like, you did that. She said, oh, you think you're a tough guy, huh, Vic? Let's not forget you work for me. Vic said, I don't work for nobody. I do what I need to do. She said, I could protect you, Vic. And Tommy shows up. I'm like, oh, shit. So now she's looking around like, whoa, wait. How did you get here? Tommy said, I'm making sure everything's going all right. Everything is smooth. So for Stacy Mark, she's like, now, this is when Vic starts to feel cocky. You know what I mean? Because you know Tommy ain't going to do nothing out here and Stacy can't do nothing. So Tommy threatens her with releasing the tape. And Vic starts going off. Vic is like, you need to do what Tommy say or we'll drop that tape on you. I'm tired of that. And here's my secret. I killed Mufasa. What? I killed Walter Flynn. And I killed the cop, and you can't do a damn thing about it. So Stacy Marks finally gets the realization that, damn, you white boys played me. And this is what Bobby DeFranco was telling her about putting your heart into it. If you take something serious enough, over time you will conquer it. You will be able to master it. And that's all Bobby DeFranco was telling Stacy, but she didn't want to listen. She wanted to go out here and do her own thing. She wanted to go out here and do her own thing. Well, the setup is in. Stacy gets the text message from Tommy. Not Tommy, excuse me. Pageant Inc. She's sitting there. 902, we're good to go. Delgado, Bill, get in here. We got an anonymous tip. We know where the gun and the suspect is. Let's go. Give me a badge, give me a vest, give me a gun. Then they go and do the raid. Now, I was wondering where they were raiding, But they kick into one of the members of the Marquez cartel's house. Boom! Open up! FBI, DEA, get your hands on the ground, motherfucker! They coming through. DEA, Delgado's taking the lead. Stacy Marks is talking about clear the rooms, knowing that she's a U.S. attorney. She has no business being in here, let alone with a gun and a damn bulletproof vest. But she's in here anyway. And I was looking, I said, damn, they got a lot of food in this motherfucking refrigerator. They got fresh strawberries. They got fresh egg. They got the brown eggs. These look like these were non-caged hens that laid those. I don't know what this is here. But they got a lot of stuff in this refrigerator. What is this? Potatoes? They got a lot of stuff, but they end up finding a gun behind here. So D-Mac broke into the house, put the gun in the refrigerator. I was like, that's a wild place. Stacy Marks is talking about clear every room, look in the refrigerator, look in the microwave, look up under the stove. But then they find the gun and it's cold. It's in the damn refrigerator. Everybody's looking around like, oh shit. Stacy is like, yeah, we got him. We got him. Bill's looking like, wait a minute. How did you know that this gun was in there? So Bill knows that something is off. Stacy Marks noticed Bill looking too. So she's like, she's trying to play it off and not make eye contact. You know, like when somebody looking at you fucking up, but you ain't trying to look at them because you know they looking at you, but you don't want to look at them because then you make it too obvious that you know that they know that you fucking up. So she ain't trying to look over there. The dude like, I didn't even do nothing, man. This is some bullshit. You planted that gun. Get him out of here. Then they kicked him in the butt before they put him in the car. Everybody's looking around. Stacy Marks completed the job. And that's Stacy's story right there, and I'm sticking to it. What up, Nikki? Stacy Marks. What y'all think about Stacy? I mean, it's really the same question every week. Can Stacy Marks get out of this? I really don't think so. I think she's going to get exposed by the time the end of the season is here. Because, I mean, let's be real. There's really nothing else that she can. There's really nothing else that she can do. They got good old Stacy Marks. Yeah, Bobby's going to catch her, but Bobby's also going to find that fentanyl. Oh, and y'all asked me what else am I mixed with? Well, y'all seen my mom, and this is I'm gonna show y'all a picture of my dad in his prime. So my dad used to model. My dad was a model when he moved to, I think was he in Kansas City? But yeah, my dad used to model. And here go my dad in one of his competitions that he was in. So he was like the poster boy for this thing called like the Total Man. So he was like the top model for that. Look at my dad. The real Mo. In search of the Total Man. So like he was with this modeling agency. They would go around and he was like the face of it and shit. And they would find guys from like different cities and shit. And then they would be in like little magazines and get into commercials and stuff. So that's what my dad used to do back in the 70s. This is after he came back from Vietnam. After he came back from Vietnam, he was up in like Pittsburgh, New York, Pittsburgh, and then he ended up in Kansas City. And then I guess the nigga was modeling or some shit like that. I think he modeled for like Newport. He was in there's a Newport ad of my dad. I think he got a poster at the house. Yeah, he's in like a Newport poster. It wasn't Newport. Yeah, it was Newport Night Camel. I think he was in Michael Jackson. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. I think he was dancing in there. No, I'm bullshitting. He was in Thriller though. All right, we got Vic up next. Vic Damone. Vic's story is short also. Because all of it ties back to the whole bridge. And then from there, it's really not much after that. So let me see. Vic. Yeah, Vic only had. No. Vic actually has a story this week. My bad. That's me. Vic does have a story this week because he's trying to get the bars back. Oh yeah, we going into 3 hours. What part of the city has the best pub? What part of the city has the best pub? Yeah, I got like 1 minute for us before we move on to the Vic story. But what part of the city has the best pub? Y'all had more than enough time. We found out what time was good to go. If you're new, the trivia questions, it has to be something that you've seen on the screen. And I just asked a random question that has to do with the episode. The north side? No, it's not the north side. The heart of the city? BH, that is the closest. That is the closest that we've gotten all night. Some people said the east side, the south side, the north side. The heart of the city is the closest. We got a 30. Matter of fact, I think I got like some what's the name on here? Let me see. Y'all got to the end of this. What part of the city has the best pub? The best pub in the city is, let me see, did we got some on here? The Inner Town Pub. The Inner Town Pub. This isn't squinting. This is right when Vic came out of the pub. The Inner Town Pub. Inner Town is the best part of the city with the best pubs. The Inner Town Pub. Yeah. Y'all said y'all wanted the trivia to come back. Y'all obviously wasn't watching. Y'all obviously wasn't watching the episode if you didn't know that the Inner Town Pub is the best place in the city to go to the pub. Yeah. This is right after he found out that Claudia was dead. He got in his car and left. The Inner Town Pub. Y'all said y'all wanted trivia? All right. That was just 2. Next week, I'm going to try to find 3 or 4 like we normally did, and every hour we'll drop one. But the Inner Town Pub. Just like y'all didn't see the rat. I could have did Mickey. I could have said Mickey Mouse, but I didn't do the rat one. I was just going to show y'all that. When I watch, that's what I pay attention to. I mean, I just listen to the episode, but I'm really just looking at, everything that they have going on. I don't know. That's just how I watch shows. It all started when I was a kid. Because we used to have to. So when we were growing up, we wasn't, like at our house, we really wasn't allowed to watch a lot of TV. So we would always have the volume turned down. So how me and my brother would watch TV, like we could kind of figure out what was going on, but we would pretty much say, damn, did you see that? Or did you see that? That's how we used to watch TV, because we always had to have the volume down because we wasn't supposed to be watching TV. My dad, for some reason, hated us watching TV. He always wanted us to read books and newspapers and shit. So, every chance I got, like the biggest, when I went to the hospital for my car accident, that was the most TV I ever watched in my life, because I was in the hospital for a whole month, like a month and a half. So I got to watch TV with the volume up. But I'm so used to just watching and looking at what's going on in the scene. That's how we were raised. Like we couldn't watch TV. And my dad used to yell at us. So we'd have to go outside or some shit. We couldn't play the game for like more than an hour. We had to go outside for the rest of the day. So that's just how I watch TV. All right, so we got a big story. The more you know. Now, I wasn't a structured household. My dad was just, I don't know if he had PTSD, because my dad got drafted into Vietnam. So right after he graduated high school, they shipped his ass off to Vietnam. So that nigga didn't really get to enjoy like his 20s. That nigga was in the war. But yeah, man, my dad was strict. Real strict. I'm talking about at least an ass whooping every week. You get at least one ass whooping. Probably wasn't a week, maybe every 2 weeks. He wasn't no Joe Jackson. He probably should have applied more pressure. Maybe we would have had more talent or something. But yeah, my dad was gone. My dad was always working, and then he was in the military too. So he's fucking working nonstop. Oh, don't turn that TV up, and don't have that TV on after 7 p.m. Oh, you might as well forget about having a TV on. That's ass whooping hours right there. You turn that TV on after 7. Oh yeah, yo, it's going down. And you couldn't watch TV after school. When you came home from school, you couldn't turn the TVs on. Had to come home, do homework, eat, do whatever, go play outside. We couldn't turn the TV on after school until they got home from work. Yeah, we didn't get to watch a lot of TV growing up, man. The weekend we could, but in the morning on Saturdays, it wasn't like we just had a free day. It was like get up and fucking clean. Like it was every Saturday, it was like a fucking deep clean. I'm like, dude, the house ain't get that dirty. We fucking wiping the baseboards, get a bucket, fill that bitch up with bleach. I'm like, dude, we ain't got to do this every goddamn weekend. Like, come on, man, the house ain't that junky. But yeah, we used to do all that shit. Then we go outside, cut the grass. He make me and my brother pick up all the sticks and all the dog poo, and then fucking he'll cut the grass and shit that we got to rake up. Hey, man, dude, we used to work. It wasn't like just having fun as kids. Ha ha. No, hell no. We fucking had to work. That's what made me a rebel. All right. So we got Vic. Vic shows up to the Innertown pub. Yeah, my dad was in the Army. We said, don't join the Army. So that's how I joined the Air Force. We go into the Innertown pub. Vic shows up and everybody looks at him. The record, everybody looking like, who the fuck is this guy? But Vic shows up and they looking at him like, you're in the wrong parts, mister. Vic said, this is our pub. The Albanian said, no. See, around here, we do things a little bit different. Yeah, well, he said, on Crenshaw, we like to smoke a little 20. This is our spot, Vic. Get the fuck out of here. Vic is like, nah, this is our spot. He said, yeah, well, Tommy begs are different. And you Tommy's bitch. I said, oh, Lord, don't start a gang war. Not right now. Don't start a gang war right now. But they run Vic up out of there. Vic goes outside and they're like, damn, Vic, man, we can't let this go down. Vic was like, nah, fuck that, man. We're going to stand on business. We're going to do what we got to do. We like, man, what the hell? Say, nah, we going to get it, man. There's one thing about the Flynn's. We always find a way. That's what my auntie told me. Well, he looks at the article and it says, Claudia Flynn, only daughter of Walter Flynn, found dead. Following the death of Chicago's notorious gangster, Walter Flynn, who fell victim to a fatal wound or a fatal shootout in the Flynn's mansion, a new tragedy has the Flynn family once again with the murder of Walter's only daughter, Claudia. As an ongoing investigation by the U.S., so it's probably an ongoing investigation by the U.S. Attorney's Office. So there is an article on Claudia Flynn. Damn, R.I.P. Claudia. Oh, well, my dad used to go to drill. We got to watch the TV on the weekend. My mom didn't really have too much like control over the house. We used to act a damn fool when my mom was in charge. All right. So Vic finds out that his sister is DOA while MIA, but she ain't MIA because they didn't hung her up. That's how they made the article. The next time we see Vic, Vic goes straight home. Now, if you look at what everyone else does throughout the day, they're all walking home and laid up. He came home, raised in here. He overlooking the city. Straight draws. This is how I like to live my life. When I get off of here, going straight draws, changing clothes, straight draws on the couch. Might watch TV till about, well, it's already 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Watch TV till about 1:30-ish. You know what I mean? I gotta get up. But Vic goes home, and he's no longer Jason. And Ray, she didn't fell for it. She came over here with t-shirt and her panties on and a trench coat. That's it. Came straight over here. And he's like, yeah, man, shit's crazy. You know, Stacy's campaign and fucking Tommy harassing me. Vic is acting like this is a full-time job. But Ray, she's going for it. She believes what he told her. And sometimes you gotta open up and let her know that you really feeling her. But Tommy shows up out of nowhere. And we like, oh shit. What Tommy want? We ain't did nothing. And Tommy come here kicking through the door, waving the fofo. So Tommy come through. He's looking at Ray. And you know you got to kind of stand up for your girl. So Tommy's like, damn, I didn't know you had that kind of taste. Vic nervous as hell. I think Behave said it. Survival. That's all Vic is in, is survival. Don't say anything that'll get you killed. That's all Vic is doing. Don't say anything. But he does see that Tommy got the G-Wagon keys. He's like, oh, I took the keys from her before I got rid of her body. Did that make you nervous? Did that make you feel awkward? Did that make you feel some type of way? Vic is like, nah, man, she tried to kill me. She tried to kill me. She's like, good. Now, Vic starts to bark back, and that's good. We want to see Vic stand up for himself, but we know he ain't really going to do too much. But he starts to bite. And Tommy checks him. Did you let Claudia come to my house? Like, nah, man, I told you she tried to kill me. And Tommy lets him know, I'm in fucking charge, Vic. And don't you ever forget it. Your name is Vic fucking Flynn. My name is Tommy fucking Egan. And you gotta say the F is for fucking, okay? Because I'll fuck shit up. So Vic is just like, all right, man, Tommy, I'm just saying, bro. You should chill. You should just chill a little bit. Well, Tommy leaves, and Vic, he's screwed, man. He did give her $40, but come on, man. Come on, man. Who? All my lady friends, when they leave, you supposed to give them $40. I don't do it because I ain't got it, but you're supposed to give them $40. But nowadays, I hear if you pay them, you get them $40 when they leave, you might end up like Diddy. So you really can't give them $40. You could probably buy some breakfast or something. But yeah, that $40 is just so they can get home safely. Vic's scared as hell, man. I couldn't live like this. If I'm Vic, I'm leaving the city. I'm putting this place up for sale. I'm selling this. I still got the mansion. I would legit just put I put everything up. The house, the apartment, all of it. And just give me the money. I'm getting out of here. I'm going back to the motherland. Ireland ain't that bad. Dublin wasn't that bad. I ain't gonna lie to you. Dublin was not that bad. So they go and they meet up with Stacy Marks next. And this is where Vic was really tripping out. Now, he wasn't talking to Tommy this crazy. But, I mean, I felt a certain type of way when they was going at Stacy Marks. But I understand why Vic is doing this. Vic asked Stacy to get him out the game, and she told him no until he got Tommy. That's the same thing that happened with Claudia, and he calls her out. He's like, that's you helping somebody is what gets people killed. And he going off. You're going to do what fucking Tommy says, or we're going to drop a dime on you. Vic hold it down, but I guess he's trying to show Tommy, man, I'm on your side. And Stacy Marks realized she got played. It was, I ain't gonna lie, it was a good moment. It's like, damn. Stacy Marks, we knew you were in the wrong. What up, Danny? Damn. Tommy did call him out about Gloria also. I mean, these are low blows, man. You don't get nobody like that, man. That ain't right. That ain't right, man. And that's really it. That's the end of Vic's story right there, to be honest. Like I said, Vic had a short story. Everyone really had a short story this week. It was a lot going on, but it was just short stories that, all right, you got bits and pieces here. Vic tried to get the bars back, but he thought that was it. That ain't it. Because after this, Vic is like, you know what? Fuck Tommy, fuck Stacy, fuck Claudia. Grab the ski mask. Fuck them Albanians too. You thought it was over? Nah, it ain't over. It's time to mask up, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We going into that mode now. We going into that mode now. Creeping, crawling, the hoes call it. Yeah. Put your hands up. They come through, click, clack, shotgun. Boom, boom, boom. I'm talking laying shit down. We didn't even expect this to happen. You don't come busting down like this. Boom, they hit one of them. Oh, shit. They hitting the glass. Glass flying everywhere. One dude tried to run. Boom, he get popped. Another dude got up from the table. Pow, he gets shot. They go over to the head dude. Click, clack, pow. They talking to him. He's talking about, all right, look, man, we understand. We get it. Now, Vic does have mask on, but they know exactly who he is, and they know exactly why he's here. They holding him at gunpoint. There's already 3 bodies on the ground right now. They grabbed the old man. The old man was running. He's like, man, I ain't got nothing to do with this. I was just playing cards. I promise you, I was about to go home. I don't want nothing. I ain't got nothing to do. I ain't got nothing to say. I don't know. I want to go home. They put the old man's mouth on the table. The guy's like, come on, man. You ain't got to do this. You ain't got to do this. It's the worst thing ever. And then, boom, they gun butt him in the back of the head, leave his 2 front teeth in the damn counter. Now, he didn't die. But Tommy said, y'all need to get the fuck out of the Innertown pub and any of other pubs that we have. Y'all needs to go. Not right now, but now. So 3 bodies dropped and 1 lost his teeth. His teethus. Damn, Vic, I ain't gonna lie though. That was That was some good shit right there from Vic, man. I give Vic credit for that. I give Vic credit for that. He came through, they laid it down, did what he was supposed to do, and got up out of there. All right, last up we got Diamond and Jenard. We're gonna put those two together because it really ain't too much off from each other. And the big part is when they're together. So we'll just knock those two out together. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We had 3 hours now. We had 2 trivia questions, Intertown Pub and 902. Next week, I'm gonna try to have 4 of them for us. We'll knock this out in like the next 15 minutes because I do have to get up in the morning. So far, y'all said the internet has been good. I think I still have like my PlayStation and stuff on. So if it's laggy, it's probably because of that. But we here nonetheless. Episode 6, I'll say I give this episode. I'm gonna give this episode a. This episode 6, I'm gonna give it a 6 because we really didn't. In my opinion, we really didn't get anything new besides the fentanyl, which we're about to talk about. But the main thing we found out is Miguel is broke. Miguel is broke. Mireya's having a baby. Stacy Marks is still in debt of $1.5 million. Yeah, the main thing we got was Miguel broke, Mireya having a baby, and Diamond and Jenard getting the fentanyl. I think those are the only significant things that we actually, I'm gonna say accomplished this week. Because other than that, Tommy's still on the same path. Shanti, same path. She's still not really talking to Jenard, which is a reoccurring thing after the whole Manny Fresh and him being on drugs. D-Mac didn't really do anything. I mean, he finally got old girl, but he just broke in the house. Vic didn't do anything. I mean, he got the pubs back, which is going to turn around and be a bad thing once Tommy finds out because he's the one that gave the Albanians that. So it's kind of like, hey, you're cutting into my money, Vic, and you're supposed to be working for me. But I give this a 6.5. That's just me. That's just me. But we got not Tommy. We got Diamond and Jenard. Episode 6, our last characters. All right. Good old Diamond. The first time we see Diamond is in the basement. Now, why he's in the basement is because he's talking to Tommy about all the guns. They done went and got all these guns. Ain't nobody popped up dead yet. Well, we about to have somebody pop up dead. If the pictures are load up, come on, man. Computer always want to act slow when it's the end. There we go. All right. So they got all the guns, and Diamond is like, yeah, man, we did that. We handled that business. He's looking at Tommy like, yeah, man, this is what CBI does. Now, Tommy is mad because he went behind his back and went to talk to Shay, but man, who cares? Like, yeah, you ain't really giving us, you know what I mean? You ain't really giving us no money. So we got to do what we got to do. We got to do what we got to do because you ain't putting us on, Tommy. Everybody eating except for CBI. And I'm with Diamond on this. So Diamond's like, all right, look, what we gonna do with these guns? We gonna bust these blicks down. We gonna give everybody in CBI 2 guns. Now, we just have to assume that all of these guns are dirty. So, one, they shouldn't be holding on to them. At least in the whole collection like this, they should break them down and have them in different stash spots. But they're gonna give them to all the members so they could be strapped up, which is a good idea, especially since they took out the Yardies and the coalition is expanded through the city. So while Tommy is admiring the guns, talking about, oh, I used to have one just like this, Diamond is really trying to set up CBI. Now, CBI does fall up under the coalition, but still it's his own entity. Every crew had to have some significance to even be in the coalition. So it's not like you're just in here independently. You came here with a crew. You came here with a foundation at least. And we're going to put all these pillars together, and then we'll put the baseboards on the pillars, and then we'll build up from there. So Diamond is trying to say, look, we just got more territory from the Yardies. Let's do this. But Tommy's like, nah, I want to get the guns to Asher because this is a coalition. Diamond's looking at it like, why is everything we do in coalition, but everything you do is just Tommy fucking Egan? So Tommy tells him, nah, we going to get these guns up and we're going to bring in new members. But Diamond is like, well, we definitely need these guns just for protection, especially because the Marquez cartel, King Kylo, we ain't even heard from in a couple of episodes. So we don't know what's going on in the streets. We don't know what's going on, who's out here, where they hiding, where they coming from. We don't know nothing. We just out here in the, you know what I'm saying, alone and afraid in the dark. But fuck it. So Diamond hears all of this and he's like, man, the hell with it. So when they go to Che, we know he's going out there and he's doubling up. He's going out and he's doubling up. When he goes to meet Che, he's like, look, I'm going to be honest, Che. I need double the Yola too. You know what I mean? Fuck what Tommy got going on. I need that double cup. So everybody's copping and re-ing up. Everybody's making big money. That's one thing we know about the dope game. One thing we understand about power is about that money, the power, and the powder. You know what I mean? Especially in force, the money, the power, and power. So Che, he's stacking up. Diamond had already told him, we're going to make more money than you had ever seen before. So Che's like, fuck it. If y'all going to bring the money in, all right, cool. Y'all good. So Diamond's talking to Tommy. And again, Tommy isn't giving him all the information. Tommy's like, yeah, we can go do this. I actually got me a plan. So he's like, what's the plan? He's like, I can't really tell you, but I'm gonna make it happen. So he's like, what do you mean you gonna make it happen? It's like, dude, I'm gonna make it happen. And Tommy walks off. So this is really having Diamond kind of pissed. Like, you're not putting me in. You're not letting me know what's going on. Now, we know about Tommy smoking with Shanti. So when Jenard shows up, he's wondering what the hell they got going on. Because remember, neither one of them are supposed to like Tommy. But she's saying that she's getting close to Tommy so they can get close to Che. But then Jenard reveals that he already met with Che. Remember? They went and met with Che. And she's like, wait, you never told me about that? He was like, it was a last second thing. And it really was. He was like, it was a last minute thing. I had to make a decision, a boss decision. But this was actually the plan. So I don't know why Shanti got mad at Jenard when she was like, you need to get to those meetings. How is he going to get to those meetings without going with his brother? He wasn't going to be able to just show up to the meeting and he's new and bring in Shanti also. We've seen how Che acted. Che was like, who the hell is this? I don't like new people. I don't like things being different than what we originally had scheduled. Jenard did the right thing. Jenard went, and then now I'm in there. So if I show back up to Che, I can bring you later on. But she's mad. She giving him the cold shoulder. She ain't giving him no loving, no nothing. He's like, all right, well, you know, I'll go handle the Manny Fresh, the drops and stuff. I'm gonna say this. Kris Lofton, he can act to me. I like how he's playing the role, the character. He's kind of funny. I know his character isn't supposed to be funny, but it's like he's walking on eggshells. So I can say he can act, man. He's one of the best actors on the show to me. I like his acting. So Chrissy, he like, okay, I'll go handle it with Manny Fresh. So he goes outside. He meets up with Manny Fresh. They hop in the whip. Now they were beefing because he did steal the necklace, but you know how it is. Y'all know how it is when you strung out a little bit. You didn't did some of that. You know how it is after 2 or 3 days of binging, and then you finally get your shit together. He was tripping. He was down bad. He didn't know. He was fucked up, man. You can't blame him. You gotta blame him. You gotta blame the H. He wasn't him. It was the H. But he meets up with Manny Fresh. He talking to Manny Fresh. She like, yeah, I got that money for you because this is what DeMarcus was talking about. When DeMarcus said, why didn't Manny Fresh tell Shanti about the fentanyl? Because now she's copying from Shanti. So this is just expanded. You got the fentanyl, but that people buying fentanyl and people buying cocaine, those are two different customers right there. Like, you know what I mean? This is the extreme, well, both of them extreme, but that fentanyl, that customer base is totally different than the coke. You know what I mean? Typically the coke, you selling it to more high end, and then you got the crack is when you start breaking it down, you start selling it to like the actual junkies. But that fentanyl is different. You see what I'm saying? That customer clientele, that's when you go to that fork in the road, you go left or you go right, or you can just go down the middle and fall off the cliff. That's where that fentanyl is, right down that cliff. It ain't like left or right, it's just down the cliff. You know what I mean? So when she opens up the stash and gives the money, he's like, where you get that fent from? And she's like, oh man, Chinatown, they go down. So this is some stuff that she's just doing on her own. But moving fentanyl is gonna be way tougher. But fentanyl get you more, your ROI, your return on investment. You put that out in the street, you definitely gonna get more. Let's say a brick of that cocaine is 28. A brick of that fentanyl gonna be about 40, 45. That fentanyl is a little bit different. And again, you can step on that fentanyl. So stepping on it is basically diluting it with another product. So if you got one brick, you know, whenever people like skimming off the top, they'll skim off the top, they'll mix it with more baking soda. They'll do that and they'll just put it all in there together. But then when you do the test, it might not be as pure. That's because they done stepped on it several times. But fentanyl is so strong that even if you step on it, let's just say that, well, half-life is radiation. So like the half-life of radiation is like half of the time it would take to decompose into the earth or whatever. And that's like hundreds and hundreds of years. Like cesium 130. I'm not gonna get into all that shit, but you can step on fentanyl and say if it goes from 99% pure, it might drop down to like 96% pure. But if you were to do it with like cocaine, it would drop from like 99 to like 91 to 78 to 60 to 50, things of that nature. So that fentanyl is going to keep its density, well, not density, but it's going to keep its potency as high as possible, just because that's just how strong fentanyl is. So that's why she's saying you can make more money off of this. Let's say you get a brick for 40, you could bust that brick down into 2. Now that's 80 because you can still sell that as a whole brick. You know what I mean? Even if you were to step on it. So you could definitely break this down and make more money, but we're not going to keep going into the dope game and talking about all that because we could get technical, but we're not. So she's telling him you can go to Chinatown, and she's putting Jenard on game. So Jenard is like, all right, well, bet. Shit. If we can get some fentanyl, this is outside of Che. This ain't got nothing to do with Tommy. That means we ain't got to cut to nobody. We can go straight to the connect this time. You see what I'm saying? Because when they're going to Che, Tommy knows what Diamond is getting. Tommy knows that CBI is still copying part of the coalition. So they're going to be giving out dope. Because remember, Tommy and Diamond are the two 50-50. And they're both getting it from Che to distribute to everybody else. But CBI is doing their own thing and giving out more dope. Because initially they were just getting whatever they were getting with Tommy. So let's just say it was 10 bricks. between that 10 bricks was through the whole coalition. But now CBI is getting 10 also. So now that they're getting their 10 plus the 10 there, they can sell to other people similar to what Tommy was doing when it came to the Serbs. So now Jenard is thinking, boom, not only will we get the 10 bricks, well, they doubled it up and they're getting 20 now. Not only will we get the 20 bricks, let's get 2 or 3 things of fentanyl, which will cover, let's say 5 bricks of cocaine is 2 bricks of fentanyl. So if we can get 4 bricks of fentanyl, that will cover 10 of our bricks. You see what I'm saying? That'll cover 10 of the bricks that we're getting from Che, and we'll make more money. So it's like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. You know what I mean? That's what Jenard is thinking. He's thinking the money. It's like, all right, cool. If we can buy less, but make more, and still continue to keep our regular inventory in from our other product, let's get it. So he goes back and he tells Diamond. And when he tells Diamond, he has to convince him, though. Diamond ain't really with it at first. He's like, man, we got to talk to Tommy about it. But Jenard is like, dude, stop fucking talking about Tommy. He's a white boy from New York. He don't run shit. He don't stand on shit. Let's do this. Now, it takes some convincing, but Diamond is like, man, you know what? You're right. Fuck it. I am CBI. This is CBI. I am the head of this organization. I am the man. I am the guy with a plan. So fuck it. He's like, we can go to Chinatown. We got to get us a bigger safe, though, big bro. We got to get a bigger safe, big bro. He's like, all right, well, bet. Fuck it. You said Manny Fresh is cool with it? He's like, hell yeah. So they about to go get that fentanyl. And when they get to downtown Chinatown, and then we get the return of Bolo. Now, then there's a thigh. See, they had this stuff in the refrigerator or the freezer or something. They got 3 bricks of that fentanyl. Now, 3 bricks, let's just say 3 bricks will cover, let's just say 3 will cover 5.5, 6 bricks maybe. Everyone, we'll just do everyone is 2. We'll do that. But with every brick, you can definitely step down on it. So these 3, you can turn these 3 into 6 if you really wanted to. They even got Smurf here. So Madam Wu was in here, and she's talking about, see this body here? This is security. We got robbed at one of our gambling spots, which we know it was D-Mac and Marshall. Now, Bolo only seen Marshall. So if Bolo ever comes around CBI or Marshall comes with them, he's going to probably be able to point him out. Or he may be able to recognize D-Mac's voice or D-Mac's dreads that may have been hanging up under the mask. I'd have to go back and verify. But Madam Wu is like, Manny Fresh, can we trust you? Can you vouch for them? And she like, yeah, I can vouch for them. She said, because your word, hey, they with you. And Diamond's like, we don't need nobody to vouch. We vouch for ourselves. We stand on business and we here to make you some money. CBI Incorporated is the real deal. Chicago, the South Side is where we reside. And don't nobody vouch for us, and don't nobody tell us what we do, when we do, and how we do, because this is CBI business. Okay, Madam Woo. So Madam Wu was like, all right, we can do that. We can do that. Like a little flip. So they end up getting 3 bricks of that fentanyl. And Jenard and Diamond and Smurf, they go back and celebrate. And when they go back and celebrate, this is the clip that we got this week. This is the clip that we got this week. Do I still got the clip? No, I don't still got the clip. Oh, no, I do got the clip. Hold on.
I love it too. Yeah. Yo, turn this shit up a notch, big bro. You damn right.
Yeah, we definitely winning, fellas.
I love it too.
Yeah.
Yo, we turn this shit up a notch, big bro. You damn right.
Yeah, we definitely winning, fellas. It feel a little strange keeping Tommy out the loop, though.
Hey, what the fuck you talking about?
Nothing. I just think Tommy should have been there, that's all.
So what, you this nigga bitch now?
No, nigga. I just think that if Tommy...
I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm tired of you motherfuckers second guessing me. I run this shit. Get this bitch ass out my sight before I kill him. Get his ass out! All of them. Shit. I love it too.
Yeah.
Yo, we turn this shit up a notch, big bro. You damn right.
Yeah, we definitely winning, fellas. It feel a little strange keeping Tommy out the loop, though.
Hey, what the fuck you talking about?
Nothing. I just think Tommy should have been there, that's all.
So what, you this nigga bitch now?
No, nigga. I just think that if Tommy...
I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm tired of you motherfuckers second guessing me. I run this shit. Get this bitch ass out my sight before I kill him.
Get bitch ass out my sight before I kill him. Get bitch ass out my sight before I kill him. Yeah, you hear that? Get bitch ass out my sight before I kill him. Yeah, get bitch ass out my sight before I kill him. Ooh. Man, that's my dog Smurf too, man. CBI business. Shout out to my nigga Smurf. He had that Nike sign on and Diamond just did it. Just gave him a good old-fashioned ass whooping. But don't look at this as discipline. Look at this as a learning situation. Shut the fuck up. My bad it had to happen to my dog Smurf. If I was there, I would have stood up to Diamond for Smurf because that's my dog Smurf, and I ain't letting nothing happen to none of my people. We came here together, we leaving together. But it looked like Smurf may have left with a broken rib too. I don't even know why Smurf said that. He's like, I just think Tommy should. I was like, dude, be quiet. Just be quiet, bro. You CBI. I mean, I know you loyal to Tommy, but still, some shit you just chill. Like, hey, man, I guess Tommy's good with it. You know what I mean? But Diamond is starting to realize, hey, man, fuck it. Jenard's all in his ear, man. Jenard is influencing him to do whatever. So we got fentanyl now. Now, I don't know if maybe Smurf tells Tommy like, damn, what's wrong with you, Smurf? Or he'd be like, man, you know, Jenard and them, they crazy, man. Same thing that Shanti said. But Shanti still ain't talking to Jenard. She's mad. She's saying she can never forgive him. They got fentanyl now. Diamond is starting to step up to Tommy. Che gave him a little bit of respect. So this is where we at. Diamond is turning into Ronnie. Yay. Shit. I mean, this is where we at now, guys. This is where we at. And that is on the clock Friday. We got all 5 storylines out the way. All right. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We got 3.5 hours in today. I got an appointment in the morning. We got the last episode of It, Welcome to Derry. I'm going to start watching Bel Air and try to finish the episodes 2 through 8. Again, I'm a little bit disappointed with how they dropped that, and they should have definitely spaced that out throughout 8 weeks and gave us promos for each week. But it is what it is. It was the last season. So we got It, Welcome to Derry. We got Bel Air. I think that's really rounding up the end of the year. I'll probably do some free lives. We got 4 episodes left of this, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we got 4 episodes left. It's going the right way. I definitely want to see how all of it plays out. Again, happy holidays. You know, be safe. Don't drink and drive. I appreciate all you guys. I'd stay on longer, but I really do have to get up in the morning and make some shake. You know what I mean? But I appreciate you guys. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's try to get the channel at 60,000 subscribers. Join the Discord. It's pinned in the chat if you just like to talk about TV shows, movies, or anything in general. We have a cool little community over there. As long as you friendly, we don't care what you talk about. There's tabs to talk about anything in there. Everyone's cool. A lot of people that are in the chats in here daily. Kendall would definitely give you a shout out in the whenever you come through, and you'll get some morning motivation. So join the Discord. Subscribe to my other channel. January 26th, we will be reapplying for monetization on that channel. And man, that's just where we're at right now. I appreciate you guys. I don't know what's causing Diamond to drink. I guess it's just the everyday pressures of being. I'm pretty sure there's people like, okay, they're not showing it. I'm pretty sure there's people in the coalition that are coming to talk to him like, hey, why can't we do this? Why is this doing this? So it's just like, it's just a lot of shit going on. And you know how it is. You just get stressed out. But if you watch, he's not really drinking. I mean, he's drinking, but if you watch, it's always Jenard. Every time you look, Jenard's handing him a beer. Jenard's pouring him a glass. Just watch. Like in that scene, when they were talking about getting the fentanyl, he went into the refrigerator and was like, hey, you need to get a bigger safe, and brought Diamond a beer. So Jenard is really getting him to drink and pretty much hyping him up. Yeah, you should do that. Fuck Tommy. So it's really Jenard that's doing it, because before Jenard came around, Diamond wasn't drinking like that. But now that Jenard's around and he's pushing them to, you know what I mean, that peer pressure. Oh, nah, bro, come on, man. You know, this is how CBI is. You never let nobody stand on like business like that. Come on, man. So that's really how it is at the moment. But I mean, that's where we at. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys. I genuinely do. And remember, you can run, but you can't hide. Have a plan. Don't drink and drive.
You can